I sat down and I'm like, yes, I made it just in time. For what? It's my stream. It goes whenever I want it to go. I think there was even a day where it was the just starting screen and then something happened in real life and I was like, you know what? No stream at all. You just get just starting and then no stream. When I worked at, not when I worked at summer camp. So the way that summer camp goes is that you're a camper and then you do a like training year of summer camp and then you become a camp counselor. So during my training year of summer camp, our counselor was like, he thought this was so fucking funny. And to give you perspective, this was 2005. He was like, I have an idea for a really like manly cereal. It's called Man-O's, and you open the box and it's just meat. It's just like sausage cut into little medallions. And then I guess like dried out like beef jerky. And then that's the Man-O's. That's what men eat for cereal. And then the second part of this joke that he loved, as I am telling this story, I'm trying to stop myself from laughing because in my mind's eye, he's right here cracking up telling this. He's laughing so hard. He goes, there's Man-O's, which is just meat. And then there's Vegan-O's. And you open the box and it's nothing. There's nothing in the box. And he truly was like, this is the funniest fucking thing. He just laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. And I guess he was right. It is the funniest thing because it's 20 years later. It's literally 20 years later. And I'm like, do you guys want to hear a funny story? The Vegan-O's. It's just a box of nothing. There's nothing in the box. Oh. You got the Lego orchids. I have them too. They were a lot of fun to build. You guys, I have so much Lego. One of my best and brightest and most generous simps loves getting me Lego. But I haven't put them together yet because it's full in here. I filled it up. You guys look at me and you go, that bitch looks full, and yet I want to fill her more. Yeah. Oh, you redeemed a treat for the pup? That's wild. Hey, Belle, you want a treat? Wow, puppy. A treat. Come here, my dog. Come hither. Shakes. Just a little shake. I don't want to inundate you. I love it, but it's full in here. I need to either get rid of stuff, which, like, yeah, we all could get rid of some fucking stuff. I need to do something. Something must be done. Val, come on up. There's room for you over here. Go on. Sweet baby. My sweet Gooberino. Hey, Goobs. Pa. Good girl. Touch. Good girl. And now lay down. Yes, you are so good. And you get 1 treat because you're very good. And you get 2 treats because you're very good. And you get 3 treats because you're very good. You're a very good little dog. Oh, she's my best friend. This morning, my building manager came by. They were like, can we do more construction? And I was like, oh, I mean, I guess so. What do you need to do? And then they looked at the logistics of what they needed to do, and they were like, no, it's not going to happen. But as they were here and they were investigating, she was being her very best guard dog self. And she's an excellent guard dog. There's nobody who can get within any distance of coming into or around the house without her being like, bark, 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 bark. Like, she's nuts. She fucking loves a bark, 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 bark. Oh, and she's yawning. Just yeah. It's hard work. It's hard work, but it's good, honest work. As she was barking, though, she's a smart girl. Hi, Brooklyn. She's a very smart girl, and she understands that when I'm like, if you don't be quiet, I'm going to skin you and turn you into a hat. She's like, oh, that means go into the kitchen and put myself into timeout. I get that. She's a very good little teddy bear. She's smart. She's sassy. She's beautiful. She's very goopy. You pick her up, and she's very soft. Very soft. Look at the way she's, like, not even sitting on her own little butt. She's a goopy baby. Oh, so like so there's often awoogas right next to each other. You guys are you organizing that, or are we just like opening the dryer and all of our clothes have been neatly folded because that's how the universe worked out? How old is this dog? You're gonna be 8 years old this September. You are going to be 8 years old this September. She's old. She's old, and it makes me sad. It makes me a little bit nervous that she's getting old because she's she has to be gentle. She pulled a muscle. She pulled her first muscle, which doesn't often happen to like little young dogs. It does happen to older dogs. She pulled her first muscle a little while ago. And now I'm worried. I'm like, no, you gotta be gentle on yourself, little dog. We just sit in the voice chat until you start stream, and then we blow our loads all at the same time, and then we start talking in chat. Because the ability for speech has become available to us again. Yes, this is very good. Yeah. Yeah, good. I get it. I've been paying attention to what you guys have been telling me. But also not at all. I haven't been paying attention at all. Because I've been reading Oprah's book. And then listening to the Behind the Bastards podcast on Oprah. It's 5-6 episodes long. I've been listening to like a full fucking HBO series on Oprah, and there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn in there. This all started because I read Oprah's book, What Happened to You, which is incredibly super duper popular. You know what? I'm not against you reading it. I don't think that like you shouldn't read it. Oh, she's such a baby. You get to read it, and then you get to contextualize who and what Oprah is. Yeah, just a hive mind. We share brain cells. They all organized it together. She's such a baby. She really is. She's my baby. Hey, baby. Okay, we'll get comfy with the baby. Yeah, oh, don't worry. You're perfect. You're perfect. I'm just gonna lay back. I'm just gonna... Oh, I really do want that tea, but it's a billion fucking degrees. So reasons why it's still good to read Oprah's book, What Happened to You, because it's not just Oprah's book, it's also Dr. Bruce Perry's book, and the Behind the Bastards podcast did talk a little bit about Bruce Perry, and they're like, he seems pretty legitimate. He's not perfect. Nobody who's in entertainment is. That's not necessarily this, like, bar that we're setting anyways. But they were like, Bruce Perry seems to be, like, a legitimate dude, except for the fact that I didn't pick up on this from reading the book, but I guess I wasn't looking for it, so no wonder I missed it. Bruce Perry kind of maybe doesn't believe in ADHD, which is... it's so hard when somebody who makes a lot of really good points then makes a really bad point. The phrase, you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater, is immediately to mind. Because I'm like, Bruce Perry does talk a lot about really good stuff about how, like, the way that we're raised, Brooklyn, you know all about this. He talks about okay, bye, my love. He talks a lot about, basically the extension of what the stone-faced mother experiment foundationalized in I don't know what, in culture even. Culture. The culture. Oh yeah, let me get the gams up. Okay, now I'm in heaven. Now it's my time to shine. So Bruce Perry not believing in ADHD, that's problematic and stupid because that's a real thing. That really happens. That's absolutely real. Now, the reason, it's not like he's like, oh, ADHD doesn't exist. Bruce Perry seems to kind of think that ADHD is just like trauma, is just your parents failed in elements of raising you, and so your brain is overcompensating, basically. He kind of is trying to draw a line between, like, your parents fucked up and you're fucked up because of that, which, like, there's a basis of reality there, but I don't think that means that ADHD isn't real. I still think ADHD is real, and I think you can be fucked up because your parents fucked you up. I think that there's lots of different ways that the way that we exist can be expressed, and it doesn't mean that only one thing is true. Hi, Clint. Hi, Ian. Brooklyn's here, too. Hope you have a nice, chill Tuesday. Yeah, it feels like it's gonna be. It feels like it will be. A nature versus nurture thing. It's your genes, it's your upbringing for sure. I can understand that perspective, shades of gray and everything. There's also, it could make a type of sense as well, because there's very rarely just like one instance of trauma in somebody's life. Trauma is very often generational. There's often many layers to the trauma. It's not just that your parents were bad parents. No. Your parents had terrible upbringings themselves. They were not, I mean, how many of us were like spanked and beaten by our parents while they were telling us that they were spanked and beaten so much worse? And so it was like this abuse was really categorized like some sort of healing kindness or some sort of like educational experience. It wasn't. It's definitely not. Yeah. I'm like, what? Is that a compliment? He needs to put either complimentary or derogatory in brackets behind that comment. I'm torn on ADHD. From working in treatment with young adults, I've seen meds way over-prescribed and abused. Oh, Maddie V, there's, like the pharmacology solution. Because that's money. You know what I mean? There's money attached to pharmacology. And fuck, if there's one thing that we love in the world, it's money. It's money. And like there's money in therapy too, but also it's a very different kind of money, and it's not like en masse money. There's not like en masse therapy fucking money floating around there. But there is a huge en masse pharmacological bubble there where like the over prescription of opioids. Oh my God, Brooklyn, like our best friend, our Montreal best friend, who, oh my God in heaven, when she and I were both going through like, oh my God, I'm stressed out and I'm anxious to the point of non-functioning. She and I both went to the doctors. I got put on SSRIs. Oh my God, I hope she's not, I pray that this isn't oversharing. Her whacked out, incredibly old, out of touch doctor was like, here's some benzos, baby. She did not need benzodiazepine. No, she did not. Good God in heaven. We were both very, very anxious. I am so glad that I was put onto SSRIs. Yeah, Montreal friend, at first, the first, like, I think maybe like 6 or 8 months of her being like, I'm gonna try a pharmacological solution, her very, very old doctor that she had had since, like, I think that doctor had even, like, birthed her. This guy probably should retire. Was just like, oh, are you sad? Well, it's the 1960s and you're a housewife, I'm imagining, because I don't know how old people think. Anyways, he gave her benzos. I'm glad she's not on those anymore, because I don't think they were what she needed. I think she just, oh my God, I don't know how often you talk to her, but she just finished school. All the university people are like, I'm done. Oh, but I wonder if he has some Quaaludes for partying. Honestly, I'm here for that, yes. Let's get fucked up. Like, it is, I don't know, it's, if the doctors are prescribing like it's the 1960s, let's party like it's the 1980s. So I get the ADHD can be hereditary. I mean, our parents are raising us, and our parents were raised by their parents, and we're getting all of our DNA, we're getting all of our genetics from our parents and their grandparents. And then on top of that, there's like the cultural, social layer. And then on top of that, there's the socioeconomic, and then what's the word? Sociocultural facets as well. The sociocultural facets of how we are raised are so fucking intense. It was very uncomfortable as a child of the 90s to be told that all of the participation trophies that I was forced to accept were problematic. I just couldn't, I knew something was wrong about the whole dialogue around it. It's kind of more of a monologue from older people. But they were handing us participation trophies and then being angry at us for accepting the participation trophies. But also, we had been very deeply conditioned to accept everything that was given to us. It doesn't matter if it was good or bad. Food was such a fucking touchy subject about that. Our parents would fill our plates with these huge fucking meals. Like, a dinner plate would be actually full of mostly carbs, to be honest. And our parents would be like, you need to sit here and you need to eat all of this. And I hit puberty very young. Loved that for me. Which means I like shot up and I grew really, really quickly, and then kind of just stopped growing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had basically this body in grade 4, which was awesome for the 2 weeks that I hit puberty, and then terrible when all the other girls in my class caught up. And then when, like, a lot of us were very, very young when we got our periods, when we hit puberty, we developed really, really quickly. Even still, that amount of food that was being forced into me as a child would be too much for me as an adult to sit down and have in one meal. My body is not actually made of rubber hose technology, despite the cartoons that I loved watching. And they would just be like, you have to sit here, you have to finish all of this, you have to eat all of this, you have to eat everything on your plate because there are children starving in Africa. What a crazy fucking straw man for, I'm actually just a child and I can't eat this gigantic fucking meal all at once. I would truly rather just be allowed to snack throughout the day. Truly rather, I want a snack. And maybe some Quaaludes. Good afternoon, V. Hello, Bearded Barbarian. Hello, chat. Very girl next door. Cozy spring vibes in the outfit today. Yeah, that's me, baby. Not expecting something and then getting shamed for it. Right? Good God. It's the worst. Like, I didn't even ask for this. Oh, that sure messed up my body image. Hey, V, how's your day going? That's Great Depression trauma echoing. Oh, yeah. I mean, but my parents weren't, the Great Depression was definitely a global thing, right? But like, there's so much trauma coming from, my Ukrainian side of the family. So much shame and guilt from the Portuguese side of the family. Who do you think was running that slave trade, you guys? Yeah, I heard that there are children starving in Africa line so many times. And it's a straw man argument that's neither here nor there. It doesn't matter if there are children who are starving in Africa. That's not going to suddenly balloon my stomach to cartoonish proportions so that you can feel good that I don't know that you are providing. It's like this providing without actually processing. Fucking garbage. But I'm also speaking like a preacher now. Ooh, you like that alliteration? My family is like that. Eat everything. But then also I'm gonna fat shame you at the same time. You eat, nourish yourself, but not like that. But don't actually live with a body that is nourished. No. You have to not only, this is like, I don't know if boys feel this way, but you have to constantly be accepting everything that everyone gives you, but at the same time, never like express that you are bountiful in any way, shape, or form, because that's disgusting and off-putting as a woman. The ball came back! I hit the wall. As a hiring manager, the millennials are fantastic. The generation after has difficulty with constructive criticism. My experience has been that they either take it personally or they try to just defend themselves. Oh goodness, yes, absolutely, Vasplum. I think that might just have to do with age. I think that when you're younger, it's very difficult to have a very strong sense of self. It's basically impossible. I'm like, does anyone, please raise your hand. Do any of us have a strong sense of self when we're in our 20s? Absolutely fucking not. I especially did not have a strong sense of self when I was in my teen years. My sense of self in my teen years was entirely based around my friendships. In my 20s, I also feel like it was really based around like, what are my friends doing? A lot of like, what do boys want me to do? Yeah. And then so at work, I feel like I totally get it, Vaslam. At work, when I was criticized, it was so difficult for me to accept because literally I was like, I'm just trying to be a good employee and you're telling me that I'm a failure. It made me question my literal personhood instead of recognizing that, oh, I'm always going to be learning. I'm always going to be like told there's better ways of doing stuff. It's always going to be a fucking journey. There's no arriving at being a good friend. There's no arriving at being a good person. We're always going to be like, oh, I didn't realize I could improve there. Like how I was like, oh my God, I didn't know that I loved Oprah. And now I'm like, oh my God, now I didn't know that I also am like disgusted and upset with Oprah. And deeply sympathetic to her as well. None of us exist outside of the context of our society. And look at the context of our society. How are we expected to thrive? My parents were a one more bite when I was full rather than a clean plate club. Oh, that's okay. Okay, that's pretty good. No, it was clean plate. You have to finish everything. I have no idea why I had to finish everything. It was very frustrating. I feel like I, from a young age, was just like, I would rather eat lots of small meals. I like grazing. I want to graze. Sitting down and having to like gorge myself. It felt like binge eating, to be perfectly honest, which was not the way that I wanted to eat my meals. I was a smart ass kid. And I said, they can have my food. Proceeded to get slapped. Worth it. Oof, fuck that. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna slap you erotically to undo that trauma. Come here, my loves. Yeah. Are you wearing nylons? Nope, these are my gams. I love the free advice. We aren't like that. I'm 20 and I absolutely do not. 20s is live teenager 2.0, but more responsibilities. Be more coherent. My girlfriend's previous partner, your fiance's previous partner, used to make her always eat more than her? What the fuck? Nope, no idea who I was even. Yeah, I think that's the beauty of getting into your 30s is when you start really understanding who you are. And so any critique of you below 30 is a minefield. It really is just a minefield. It's not that you are throwing a grenade into somebody's perfect happy life. It's that we're all fucking minefields. All minefields. I missed the love not love part of the Oprah story. Okay, so Oprah definitely came from like small beginnings. She might have exaggerated exactly how small, but also when you are a small child in that situation, it feels real, for sure. And then Oprah used, to be real, like her talent and her drive for ambition to really spread a lot of bizarre rumors and detrimental lies, basically, about people. So the Satanic Panic was this very popular cultural experience in the 80s, at the end of the 70s into the beginning of the 80s, I think. And I mean, they like put children into jail. 80s and early 90s as well. Oh wow, it went for so much longer. I was a baby in the early 90s, so I definitely was not aware of the Satanic Panic. I didn't realize it went for so long. They put like children, especially children of color, I remember. There was like a little group of black boys who were tried and convicted of Satanism and of like this really grisly double murder, I think, that they absolutely had nothing to do with. They were literally just children, and they were scapegoated because of this Satanic Panic and this idea that our children are worshiping Satan. And then even on her show, it goes even worse, even harder. She had a guest come onto the Oprah Winfrey Show and talk about how her family, who was a Jewish family, were killing and eating babies. And like Oprah platformed blood libel, just very casual. Come home after school, your mother has done the cleaning for the day, and she's watching blood libel on television and just fucking lapping it up. It's fucking psychotic. It's insane. It's bastardly. It's not okay. Really shocking shit that we were so young, we weren't aware of that. And so it's very easy to then just get swept up into what Oprah became later, which was just like a conduit for Dr. Phil. And it makes a lot of sense, though. It does make a lot of sense in the context of her life and also in the context of society. It's like Oprah wasn't creating society. She was participating in society, but then her participation of society did start creating new facets of society. That cyclical feeding is undeniable. She was so, I mean, they say it in Behind the Bastards. They were like, aren't you worried that she's going to sue you? Aren't you worried that she's going to like retaliate against you? And they were like, with some exceptions of like pharaohs and actual gods, there was basically nobody on this planet more famous than Oprah. There's nothing that anyone can say that would genuinely hurt her. She's literally that famous and that untouchable. Yeah. If you got them gams and stems, my parents were super strict. Oprah totally destroyed Dr. Phil. Wait, do you mean destroyed or totally platformed Dr. Phil? Not to mention the Oprah Show was literally monetizing people's trauma on the regular. There is something to be said about the unifying experience of expressing trauma, absolutely. But it was not that. It was not that. It was very gross and it was very exploitative. Oh, okay, yes, I remember this. The whole recovered memory thing, the validity coming into question because of the Satanic Panic, which sucks for people who have actually like recovered memories. Or even like in my experience, I feel like as I got older, I've been able to really contextualize memories. Not that I didn't remember all the shitty, awful things that happened to me as a child. It's just that now that I'm an adult in my 30s and I can remember the adults in my life who were in their 30s and 40s doing those things, the context of it is very different. It's like the memory has been recovered in a new way because the context is so different. I know that I'm like, you should never do this in front of children because it's abuse. You're abusing these fucking kids. I think we missed the era of Oprah on daytime TV. I remember watching some particularly sketchy episodes of the Tyra show, though. Oh, God. Oprah ran so Tyra could roll around fucking ecstatic about Vaseline, the bejeweled Vaselines. Oh, Tyra. Thankfully, Tyra, who I think is awful as well, really awful, really, really awful, I specifically said Rosemary's Baby. Mia Farrow in Rosemary's Baby. Oh my God, the damage that she did to those young women. And then a lot of fat shaming as well. The fact I'll never forgive her for taking the models to Africa, fat shaming Takara, and then dressing her like a fucking elephant. I'm still angry. I've never stopped being angry at that photo shoot. It was I was a little girl watching a TV show being like, these people should burn in hell for the rest of their fucking lives for doing this to this woman. How dare you fucks? Oh my God, so angry. Oh, Luigi says, Luigi, thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Oprah? Talking about Oprah? Thank you for Oprah. I had multiple friends in college who had to hide that they played D&D growing up because of the Satanic Panic. Oh my God. Oh my God, they really did. They really, really were like, these people are evil. These people are worshiping different types of like demonic gods and stuff. And it's like, well, I mean, Lucifer was an angel, you fuckwits. Lucifer was one of the like seraphim, weren't he? I don't know exactly. He was up there. Lucifer was one of God's BFFs. I mean, you can't even do Christianity right without doing a little bit of Satanism. Wait, is Satan the same as Lucifer, though? I feel like I watched Has Been Hotel, and I've seen a little bit of Hell of a Boss, and they're separate characters, but I don't know if that's canon or not. Or if that's just a good show. I literally only know this stuff because of the movie Dogma. Alanis Morissette is my god. So beautiful. I always knew she was too good for Ryan Reynolds. It made me sick to my fucking ass. Because when they were together, people were like, oh my God, she is so much older than him. And the general feeling in society seemed to be that she is so lucky that he is into her. And I was like, what? No. No. If anything, I'm like, I feel like this young Twinkie idiot is taking advantage of this woman who is obviously very sensitive and creative. And fuck Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. I love you, Alanis Morissette. Until I listened to her episode of Behind the Bastards and I realized, oh my God, don't ever have heroes. Number 1, don't have heroes. Number 2, don't have heroes. I think it's okay if your heroes are, like, it's Princess Mononoke got this so right. The Aboriginal peoples of North America got this so right. Let your heroes be nature. If you see a bear eat and defile, let's say, another bear, you're like, okay. Go bear, go. Go bear, go! Let your heroes just be like nature, trees. What about Pedro Pascal, though? Oh, you guys, he's in too much now. Now he's in too much. This terrible thing that we keep doing despite knowing that we hate it. We get like favorites in Hollywood and then we just put them in so much and we're overexposed to them and they're everywhere and it's not good for them and it's not good for us. It really isn't. Lawn roller, what? Say what? Say what? Have you played Alan Wake? I don't think I have, but I also played so many video games on stream that were genuinely so, at times, like, disturbing and terrifying. A lot of them kind of blended together. Many of them blended. Many blendings of the scary movies. Oh, sorry, and video games. That's the other thing, too. I've watched so many scary movies. I'm like, wait, was that a scary movie that I watched, or was that a scary video game that I played? I don't think you've played Alan Wake. Yeah, it doesn't sound particularly familiar. And usually when people are like, have you played this game? If I have, I'll at least have like a strong feeling about it. Like, oh, yes, I did. Or, oh, no, that never happened. Never bring it up again. I hated it. But Alan Wake, I'm like, nope, no strong emotional feeling any which way, which is probably the greatest indicator for no. The one video game that I played that I feel like I never stopped playing was Outlast. It was Outlast. I feel like Outlast was like every other... I played Outlast, and then every game after that, I was like, this is just Outlast again. Like, Resident Evil felt like Outlast, even though Resident Evil is like distinctly and vibrantly its own Resident Evil. That Amnesia game, that one also felt like Outlast as well. And maybe that's just because I found a type of game that I liked, and then I played a bunch of, like, copies of it. Oh my god, do you know what game I loved so much? Layers of Fear. I don't think I played Layers of Fear on Twitch. I think I played Layers of Fear on Discord for just, like, the friends. Or did we get Moonbeam to play it and I just watched? Anyways, Layers of Fear is amazing. You did play it on stream, I think. No, Ritus, I think I just streamed it for you on Discord. I don't think I played it on stream, did I? Did I replay it on stream? Because what? God, wow, I am... memory is such a deeply imperfect thing. I'm like, I cannot, for the life of me, exactly remember. I really cannot. Because memory is such a fucking... slippery experience. Boof. Do you know the phrase, the tree remembers and the axe forgets? I think about that all the time. That's one of those phrases that feels so fucking true to me, and also is so devastating in its truthfulness. Where, like, there's so much stuff that I don't remember because it wasn't consequential to me. And then there are some things that were so consequential to me, I feel like I can't escape remembering them. And then feeling like so fucking angry or so disgusted or so frustrated. Have you seen, not Sweet, I think is the word. Have you seen The Boys on Prime? I haven't, I think I've watched like a couple episodes of the first season of The Boys, but I didn't get super duper into it. I think the series is ending, and I have a feeling that once the series ends, I'm gonna have a much greater investment in watching it, just so that I can see how the whole thing is. I am so against getting invested into TV shows if I don't know exactly where they're going. I've been hurt by Game of Thrones before, and I won't let it happen again. Hello, yes, I heard that the Gooners are welcome here. You guys on Reddit are so insatiably horny. It is devastating to understand that my perception of the horniness of the world is already too great, and yet it is microscopic to scale. Have you seen The Boys? Just that one scene with what's his name in it? Wait, Brooklyn, you've seen that one scene of The Boys? Is it when that guy shrinks down and goes into the guy's dick, and then he sneezes and he kills that guy because his sneeze makes him get big again? That's the only thing I know about The Boys. That and that, that very pretty boy from... Was he, in Gossip Girl? He fucks a squid. He fucks a squid. Wait, no, what? Oh, that's from The Boys. Never mind, Brooklyn. Never mind. Oh, the Reddit is beyond horny. Yeah. 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 Because I'm subscribed to it, it just shows up in my Reddit feed, and it's kind of a nightmare, to be honest. It really takes me out of it. Really takes me... Sucking feet. Yeah, I found you from the Reddit as well. Okay, well, go click on the link tree and subscribe to the foot tier on Patreon. It's overly expensive because it's supposed to be painful. Absolutely. The reason that the foot tier is so expensive on the Patreon is because you should feel pain for this kink. I am shaming you the only way I know how. Economically. Verbally. I guess a little bit as well, too. That's it. Just those two ways, though. Okay, good boy. The Reddit TV pipeline is wild. It's just wild. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. OVs. OGVs. The OGV. I have no problem. Oh, hey, good. This is your first time subscribing. I'm gonna sing you a little song, then I'm gonna talk about how I feel about you guys masturbating to me. Welcome to the Blanket Fort. I'm very glad you're here. I'll send the air reverberating with a mighty cheer. I'll sing you in, I'll sing you out. To you I raise a mighty shout. Yo, my sub is here, so welcome to my stream. Yeah, you should masturbate to every single part of me. You really should. I shouldn't have to hear about you masturbating to any singular part of me. I don't deserve that. And I like to delude myself into believing that you're just masturbating to all of me. Yeah, your imaginary load might go on my beautiful, perfect feet. But it's because those feet are attached to my nervous system, which is attached to my musculature system, which is supported by my skeletal system, which is all pumped by my circulatory system, which is all powered by my neurobiological system. So go ahead and masturbate to the feet, to the tits, to the thighs. It's all to the brain. It is all to the brain. And that's okay. It's just not what you guys say out loud. So until you start saying that, I'm just not gonna listen to you. Say it right. Get it right. That's right. I'll never tell. Definitely makes sense. Oh, I'm not trying to make sense. I'm trying to make messes. Yeah. I want it to be messy. Thrive in the mess. Give me that mess. Give me that messy life. I love mess. Marie Kondo taught it to me, and it was the truth. Brooklyn, I'm so excited to celebrate my birthday with you. I'm doing like an itty bitty teeny tiny microscopic, like just me and basically my two best friends' birthday. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, I feel like a lot of my birthdays have often been, kind of, I love my birthday. I'm also such a party pony, so I like kind of making a big deal about my birthday because it's fun. Also, my birthday is at the end of April, so it's usually pretty easy to get people excited about being excited because the weather's finally nice. Oh, but this year, because I'm 35, I'm like, no, this year's birthday, it gets to be something brand new. It gets to be the best version of my birthday, which is just like microscopic, me, my two best friends, who are like geographically close to me. I feel so sad because I feel like we have like 7 best friends who are not geographically close to us, that I want all of us to be together. But we'll just start kidnapping people internationally. I'm a bitch baby and I quietly sulk about my birthday. Oh, rightus, girl. Now here's the thing about being a boy. Men are socialized so horrendously around their birthdays. What I was just describing is like a facet of like female socialization around our birthdays. We as women get to celebrate just like stuff that just happens around us. Women are not necessarily like encouraged to celebrate their accomplishments. If you want to argue with me about this, go look at the Blue Origin space launch. There have been tons of actual female astronauts who have not been celebrated and have not been spoken about as much as those like passengers, those tourists who went up into low Earth orbit for 11 minutes. I mean, those women got way more attention and way more interest and way more focus than actual female astronauts. Women are not supposed to actually accomplish things and then like seek approval for it. Never. We just get to celebrate things that happen around us and like happen kind of to us. And then by extension, then men, because we live in a really fucking black and white society when it comes to the idea of like what men are and what women are, men get this really fucking nasty double-edged sword of the patriarchy where men are only supposed to be valued for what they accomplish, and men are never allowed to be celebrated for the things that they just have going naturally for them. Like if a man is just naturally thoughtful and sensitive, fuck that. He's supposed to be tough. He's supposed to throw away emotions. Like, men are celebrated for the act of not embracing the natural facets of themselves and being a sort of unnatural automaton, robot dude. It's very sad. It's very frustrating. So, yep, you're not a little bitch baby rightus. Nobody has exemplified or taught or given space or even permission for you to celebrate your birthday or celebrate yourself for something that just is part of your natural existence. You should celebrate parts of your natural existence. How else are we going to enjoy life if we don't celebrate the stuff that naturally is occurring around us and then also celebrate the stuff that we work hard for? We get to celebrate both. This year for my birthday, I just want to buy myself a massage at a fancy spa near me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, Brooklyn, I'm gonna give you a fun perspective. I think you getting a massage is not just something like a fun treat for you. I think it is something that you deserve twice a month. Like, for the rest of your life, for real. I started going to my massage therapist, and I did not realize that, like, the reason they're called massage therapists is because it is a type of therapy. It really, really is. When I go to my massage therapist, what I've mostly been noticing is when I started, it felt like truly there were rocks in my back. It felt like I was carrying around a physical rock in my body for every heartbreak, for every disappointment, for every betrayal, for every rejection. Like, us losing the skinny friend from university is traumatizing for us. That was a situation that forced each and every one of us to question our values, question our loved ones who are our best friends. That's fucking traumatic. When I go to my massage therapy sessions, I think about how traumatic it was that our skinny friend in university betrayed us, like abandoned us, left us. And then I think about like, and that tension lives like in my heart. It lives in my heart. And then my heart is also connected to my shoulders. And when I realize that I am in the position of like needing a friend, that lives inside me. The fact that she was my friend. And I reached out to her, and now she's not our friend and don't get to reach out to her. That lives in my body. And I can work through that in talk therapy, which is great and fun. And I have, like, my therapist knows all about that friend. But I also work on it in massage therapy, and it's not like a frivolous, fancy thing, which I think is how you and I have both thought about it, that, like, getting a massage is, like, what fancy rich people do because they have so much extra time and money. But also, Brooklyn, we deserve the massage. We deserve the therapy and the continuous hours of therapy. Not to turn it into a pun, but the body literally, like, absolutely does keep score. It was from reading that book that I really realized the intense, powerful depth of going to a massage therapist, what it was. Has anyone done the $1,000 tier, Goddess? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. People buy the $1,000 tier. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah. It's worth every penny. The skinny friends are overrated. It's so interesting that we were all really skinny in university. It's just that she really wanted to be the skinniest. She really wanted to be the skinniest. Oh, you're from Australia. Did you post on the Reddit? I think I saw your Reddit post. This guy was like, I watch from Australia. When does she stream? I want to give her money. I was like, that's funny. That's great. Ooh, birthday presents from Ritus. Thank you, my love. Oh, yeah. So the skinny friend was, like, again, we were all really fucking skinny in fucking school. The skinny friend she wanted to be the skinniest. She was raised in a very terrible household. And I think the reason that she and I and all of us were such good friends is because we could really sympathize. Like, her terrible household felt really similar to my terrible household. Where, have you seen the movie Tangled? Do you know Mother Gothel's song Entangled? Mother knows best. Take it from your mumsy. On your own, you won't survive. Sloppy, underdressed, immature, clumsy, please. They'll eat you up alive. I really like the movie. I really, really do. That was our skinny friend's mother. Like, our skinny friend was a bad friend to us, not because she's a bad person, but because she was never raised in an environment where she was allowed to celebrate her natural abilities, where she was supposed to celebrate her accomplishments. No. She was socialized in a family where the best way for her to appease everyone was to make herself as small, as invisible, and as furniture-like as possible. It's terrifying and awful. I loved her so much because I feel like in our friendship group, we really pulled her out of this, like, as a woman, I'm meant just to be a comfortable decoration for the people around me. I really loved that we were like, no, you're not, girl. And then she met a man who made her feel like a comfortable decoration, and she was like, I found my people. It was just because that's how she was socialized in her family, unfortunately. Oh yeah, Snowing Fire says, it's kind of like if you can't self-maintain, you gotta hire someone to provide the care that you can't give yourself. Oh no, Snowing Fire, I would actually not completely disagree, but I would give you the opposite perspective, which is taking care of yourself truly is recognizing that you cannot do it by yourself. It's just not possible. You just cannot take care of yourself. No human being in the history of humanity has thrived in isolation. It's just not how humans work. What's so difficult is recognizing the people who are trustworthy, and then, this is the hardest part, allowing yourself to trust them. It's so hard, but that's what therapy is creating that trustworthy scenario. When is the next shiny outfit stream? I don't, like, can you be more specific about shiny? Shiny, unfortunately, when it comes from men, can often be conflated with sparkly or reflective. Like, what does shiny exactly mean? I don't want to do it wrong since you seem to really want something. You gave me money? Oh yeah, you're from Australia. She made it a point to write down that she was proud of herself being the skinniest of all of her friends. Yes, she incorporated that into her life story, into the narrative of her life, was that she really wanted to be as thin as possible, because I really do believe that, like, hyper thinness, hyper tininess is, I mean, the number one way that you are feminine. When you think of tininess, when you think of delicacy, those are like ultra feminine, hyper feminine qualities, which makes me kind of understand why Ariana Grande is doing what Ariana Grande is gonna grande. Hello, Madam Disney Princess, I bow down to you, Master. Actually, I'm a mistress, but I'll take Master. Yeah, whatever. I will never forget her mom telling Dr. Friend that she was a cow giving the milk away for free. Yeah. So horrifying. And I love Dr. Friend so much. I love Dr. Friend so much because Dr. Friend was the example that we were all richer from heating. And I really think that was the big turning point for Skinny University Friend, is that Skinny University Friend turned away from the example that Dr. Friend gave us. Skinny Friend and her terrible Mother Gothel were driving with Dr. Friend. Oh my God. Is it because she was visiting for, like, Thanksgiving or Easter or something? They were doing like a family gathering together, and Dr. Friend was talking about how, I mean, we were in our 20s, we were in university, we were living off campus in Toronto, in the big city, and Dr. Friend was like, I fuck a new guy every weekend. I have without exaggeration. Not me, Dr. Friend is saying this. Dr. Friend says, I fuck a new guy every weekend. I have the highest GPA in the school, in the university. When I say Dr. Friend had the highest GPA in the school, in the entire university, I mean that every single assignment that she handed in, every single test that she took, she got an A+ on. She not only did everything perfectly, she exceeded expectations in every assignment that she did and every test that she took. And at the same time, she was just fucking a new guy every weekend really loudly. Like, really loudly. It was right in context. It was the right thing for her to be doing. And our skinny friend's terrible mother was like, my goodness, well, don't you recognize that, well, all these men are getting your milk for free? And our Dr. Friend was like, lady, I got a lot to tell you about the dairy industry. Sometimes those cows need to get rid of that fucking milk and it's good for the cow. It's not some sort of terrible, because the reality is cows that are lactating are cows that have given birth, and the lactation must lactate. You got to. If the cow doesn't give away its milk, it can actually be very detrimental for the cow. It can cause infections, it can cause death even, who knows? And sleeping around while you're maintaining a wildly high grade point average in school is important. It was really important. She was putting energy and focus and purpose into what she wanted to create for her life. And then at the same time, she was relaxing and enjoying and taking advantage of being literally the hottest woman. As well, she was so hot. She was so beautiful and so smart, and just like, if our lives were a TV show in our friend group, she's the main character. She's the star of the show. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take my first break. Yeah. Stick around, friends. I did Instagram so good. I did Instagram real good. That's a great picture. And then I whipped open Pinterest because I love looking at Pinterest for my memes. Sometimes I get my memes off of Reddit, but I most often get the stuff that I post on Instagram comes from Pinterest because then there's like less chance of it coming from Reddit and then going back onto Reddit, you know what I mean? It's filtering new things. We love filtering in Pinterest. That was great. I whipped open Pinterest and I was like, okay, I need a meme that has some green in it, some green meme, because I'm wearing a green dress today. And then the first thing that sorry. And then the first meme that I saw is so good, especially because I've been rewatching the first couple seasons of SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm old. I'm too old to get into TikTok. And also because I feel like my internal clock kind of beats a little fast. And TikTok's internal clock is also beating kind of fast. What I like about SpongeBob is that it's real slow. Cartoons that were made for children in the past are real nice, and I guess like cartoons in general have a slower beat, a slower pace to them. It's not so intense. It's so comforting. So comforting. Chat, you have to go see the memes. You have to go check out my Instagram. It's me in my little dress and I'm smiling real pretty. I'm doing my big smile so you can see all of my teeth, which is nice, but you can't see my eyes, which I sometimes, the more smile your mouth is, the less smile your eyes is, because doing both at the same time is fucking psychotic looking. Yeah, get in there. This is the smile that gets them going. Sometimes you have to soften the eyes. TikTok is dying anyways. I mean, none of the social media that like didn't exist 40 years ago is not guaranteed to exist in 40 years, right? I think the most consistent thing that we can see with technology and with the way that humans are integrating technology into their lives is that we want new things, and the old systems are not so fucking perpetuitous. They're not gonna be there forever. Do you smoke a joint when you take your break? Some days. Some days I just smoke straight crack cocaine from a light bulb. Is that how you do it? So I've been doing it. I always wondered how you found the perfectly matching story. Brooklyn, my love. I have so many memes. But I mostly, yeah. We actually just had a small earthquake here. Damn. Where's here? Oh, you're in Australia. Right. You just told me that. You had a small earthquake in Australia? Like, just right in... Oh. I'm not. It's not after the day the Pope died. Please? Exactly. Let us chill. Pinterest is an amazing source for memes. I really, really love Pinterest. I really, really love Pinterest. I like it so much. Yeah, Australia, just a small one, fortunately. I'm like, oh, like, how's Japan doing? No offense to Australia, not that I don't care about Australians, but when it comes to earthquakes and Japan, I'm a little bit more nervous. Hold on. Is my hair? There we go. I am loving Pinterest these days. I love Pinterest. What? Don't you remember Flower Friend? The wedding mood board. Let's go. Invite me and send me the link. Invite me and send me the link. And I want to help as much. Also, yeah, I'm like, how much can I insert myself into your wedding? I am so excited. Brooklyn's getting married. It's so fun. Like, I liked that I helped with the door solution. I love that. Hi, V. Wearing your contacts today and you are looking awesome. Oh, no, I'm not nearsighted. I don't need contacts. I am farsighted. I don't need contacts. I only wear my glasses when I have to, like, read things for long periods of time. But, like, that's far enough away. That's fine. I guess I should be. A wedding? When? How do I crash it? L, no. No. L, you can send money. But, like, no, we're not allowing the internet people to come to the wedding. This is, like, a real-life wedding, not an internet wedding, like the one that you guys got to go to. Yeah. Oh! The ball kind of came back. sorry, internet friends, it is. It's a teeny tiny little backyard wedding. I felt so good because I found this answer on Pinterest too. Brooklyn and I were talking about the wedding, and she's like, it's gonna be small. It has to be small. We cannot have like even 50 people walking in and out of our house. Having 50 people walk in and out of your house is a fucking nightmare. Oh God, especially in Canada. There's detritus, and there is experience of accumulation of dirt. It is exponential the more people you have in your house. And so we're like, how do we keep people out of the house? And then Pinterest showed me, it's like, get the backdrop for your photos and place that directly up against your house, covering the door. It's like, that's such a good idea. Now you have an excellent backdrop for photos. And now you can cover the door, so people are going to be very obvious if all of a sudden it's like, I'm just trying to squeeze behind the backdrop. It's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Just make it very difficult to, like impossibly difficult, basically, to do it without being noticed. True, I'm not real most of the time. I mean, you can be pretty real. Do you want to do Fan Expo this year? Yay, Fan Expo. We'll dress up in cosplays. V, what are you drinking? This is tea. This is Dashing Cien's. This was a Christmas present from you, I think. It's so good. It's English afternoon tea, but it's Alice in Wonderland themed, and so it's this beautiful Alice in Wonderland tin that has some of the, is it with cream? No, I put almond milk in it because I wanted to buy oat milk because I know that the oat milk is like the healthiest one for the environment and the best one for everybody. Let's go. But I couldn't get oat milk. I don't know why they were out of oat milk. Maybe I didn't look hard enough. Anyways, I just got frustrated and frazzled, and I was like, give me the fucking almond milk then. Yes. Just one extra person in my apartment would annoy me. Yeah. I'm out of town this summer. The wedding is not in the summertime. Yeah. Where are you going this summer? Wait, for the whole entire summer? Summer Toronto is the best type of Toronto. You're gonna miss summer Toronto? Imagine staying here for all the worst seasons and then leaving in the best one. I think you're doing it wrong, my love. You're going to Hawiwi in the summertime? Oh. Number one, we can't go to America. Oh, he means because he can't go to Fan Expo. Well, anyways, number one, as Canadian people, we should not be going to America right now. It is just not. Did you, every single day there's a new, did you hear about somebody getting fucked hard at the border going in or out of America? It was German tourists. It was German tourists who are the latest. Did you hear about them getting fucked? It was like a bunch of like German teenagers who were like, let's go to Hawaii. Let's go to Hawaii. We have the money. We have the plane tickets. Let's go. But I don't think they had hotel accommodations. And so part of international travel is, where are you staying? Like, we need a record of where you're going and what you're going to be doing. And these guys were like, we don't have a hotel set up, and they're like, into prison with you. Into the jailings away. Because you know, if there's anyone who's gonna cause trouble, it's German teenagers. Yeah, I crossed twice since February. It's been okay so far, so fingers crossed. Elle? Oh my God. Elle, what is a bathing suit? 26. I agree. I am not saying that in the past it has been okay. Absolutely. But also, what? Go to the Azores. I'm going to be real with you. Go to the Azores. Look up the geological configuration of the Azores. Look up the geological configuration of Hawaii. And then realize that you can go to the Azores. It's way less expensive. There are way less tourists. And there are basically zero Americans. It's just all incredibly pleasant, happy, little tourist money hungry Portuguese people. But I mean, it's hard not to be tourist money hungry, no matter where you are in the world. If you're a minority, they might deport you to another country, which is scary. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell people what color you are, Elle. What color you are, Elle. Not the bathing suit. Okay, fine, maybe next summer. Yes. Definitely look up the Azores. Because that's the thing. I'm like, oh, I never need to go to Hawaii. I can just go to the Azores. I am yellow-brown. Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know I've never looked deeply into your genealogy. But you appear to be an Asian-ish man. Sometimes I'm green when I'm angry. And that's his secret. He's always angry. V. Wait a minute. What? You sent the same message again. Is that... I'm afraid of him now. Sometimes the money is fun and nice, and then sometimes the money is terrifying. And this is one of those times. What does it mean? I heard that the US is losing $80 billion from lack of tourism. Their shit they're doing. A lot of Canadian people are like, I'm not vacationing in the United States. I just won't do it. I mean, not everyone, obviously, but enough people are doing it that it's causing a genuine felt effect in America, which is important, I think. Rainier Maria Rilke said that it takes a whole constellation of things to change somebody. And it's not going to just be one thing that changes the trajectory of what is happening in the United States. It's going to be a whole constellation of things that change the trajectory. Just like in listening to this Oprah Behind the Bastards Oprah podcast and reading Oprah's book as well. So getting kind of both sides, getting her side of her experience and then getting this like curated podcast version of it. Amazing, really, really interesting shit, seeing the difference between them and then also examining my own feelings of like, oh man, I'm gullible, I want to be taken in. It takes so much. It's not just that Donald Trump is president, it's that this type of celebrity authenticity, which is what Twitch streaming is literally embedded in. Like when we think about who made Twitch streaming popular, who made Twitch streaming possible, you can go back to Justin TV, but it was Oprah Winfrey. You can't deny that it absolutely was Oprah Winfrey who created the media style of come sit on my couch with me, come talk with me about your problems. Like I'm going to identify with my audience on an eye-to-eye level, even though I am here on this stage in front of you. Oh my God, in heaven, she's the one who did that. She really, really is. And that desire from the audience to then be like, you know what, that's what I like. I want my entertainment to not be a heavily curated production that is like workshopped and focus grouped to get me into the fucking line. It was this idea of you and me. There's no difference between us. Celebrities, they're just like us. And for sure, that's why Twitch is so fucking popular. This idea that like your celebrity on Twitch is and we were talking earlier about how when you're younger, your sense of self is kind of immediately wrapped up in everything that you do. You can't really help but have your sense of self be intrinsically linked to what you do and who you support and who you identify with. Like there's so many people who are hardcore XQC fans, hardcore Hassan fans, hardcore Pokemon fans, and for these people it's like a central facet of their personality that their celebrity that they love is like a down-to-earth accessible celebrity through Twitch. Oh, it's incredible. Thank you, Oprah. But also, goddamn Oprah, fuck you for unleashing all those same people I just listed onto us. Are we richer for having them? They're richer for having you. And I'm richer for having you. My bad, I think I get it now. Did you, like, how to send different messages? Good. I'm a hardcore Invader V fan. That's a very, very important aspect. It's basically the most, Brooklyn taught me this, the most important aspect of being a good, like, content creator online. It's not that you need to impress 1,000 people every single day. You actually don't. That's impossible, number one, and exhausting. Please don't try to do that. You do not need to impress 1,000 people every single day. You need to impress 10 people once a month. That's kind of it. If you can impress 10 people once a month, which is less than one person a day, for the cost of less than one person a day if you impress them, that's it. That's all you really need to do. Because truly impressing just one person is more valuable than, I mean, getting the, like, casual, divided attention of tons and tons and tons of people. Who is this, Richard? I shaved my legs this morning, and my favorite part of shaving my legs is then feeling my legs and going, oops, I missed there. Oops, I missed there. Oops, I missed there. You're the prettiest lady I've ever seen on Twitch. Oh, you should watch more Twitch. There's definitely prettier people than me. But I thank you. But I thank you. But I thank you for allowing me to enter those echelons. Is that the word? Who knows? Me when I shave my face. Right. Yeah. It's the cult of personality is so popular. It's why, again, like Donald Trump and we got that from Oprah. Like everyone was so unified, and they're like, I'm an Oprah girly. Oprah's book club, Oprah's, and just, I mean, she was very relatable. She put a lot of herself. She put way more of herself into the public sphere than people kind of ever did before. I'm thinking specifically about the weight gain and the weight loss, and how, like, I feel like Nikocado Avocado did the reverse Oprah, where he made a big part of his online presence being gaining the weight, gaining so much weight. And then it was his own personal journey privately that nobody else got to see to lose the weight. Did the opposite of Oprah. But the only reason that, like, that is actually a culturally significant moment is because of the way that Oprah set up our culture, which is that we're supposed, like, celebrities now kind of have an obligation to express to us everything that's going on with them, because Oprah did talk about her weight and stuff. It made regular people feel more comfortable, but it also unfortunately added a really uncomfortable expectation onto celebrities that they share that shit. They shouldn't have to share that shit. Poor Ariana Grande, having everyone speculate about her body all the time. Oh, jeez. And I'm guilty of it too. I've definitely speculated on Ariana Grande's body as well. Cause it's hard not to. You see in interviews, this is a terrible thing to say, but this is my lived experience as well. Pictures and like standalone images, you're like, okay, yeah, she looks pretty thin, or she looks this way or the other way. The thinness is kind of the overwhelming thing that I think a lot of us are noticing. And then seeing her in frame talking with other people and interacting with others is when it becomes all of a sudden overwhelming to look at her. Not that we should be speculating why her body is that way, but also, we've always been this way. We've always been this way. This isn't like a 2025 thing that Ariana Grande is experiencing for the first time herself. Oh, he's just giving me literally all of his money, and it's great, and I love it, and I'll take it all. She's gotten her own chapter, though, I think, for Ariana. I still haven't seen Wicked. I was such a huge Wicked person basically my entire fucking life. Like, I read the novel in high school. Probably shouldn't have. It's very adult. Like, as a 35-year-old woman, basically, I would not recommend that book for children. Not for children. Not for children. And I read it as a child. Not recommended. And I was obsessed with the musical. The musical was so insanely popular when I was in, like, as soon as it came out, which is, I think, when I was in high school. Oh, and I loved it so much. It was so amazing. And then all of a sudden I was like, I don't think I can see this movie without being able to suspend my disbelief and actually watch the movie. Why does this song sound like the backing track of Freakin' You? Oh my, yes, very, very much so. Oh yeah, there's warnings on the books and stores for any new young Wicked fans. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really, really good, because it's, well, the copy of Wicked that I read had the Broadway poster on it, the really iconic, like, white and black Broadway poster with the, like, green face and those green hints, yeah. Oh, man. Look at him go. Look at him go, just throwing all of his money away. Gimme, gimme, gimme. At this point, it's not just like money, money, money. It's like money, 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 money. Keep going, dude. I was just so, I don't know if Brooklyn's still here, but like Brooklyn and I met because we went to theater school together. And I'm so judgmental of everyone. That's the whole sentence. There you go. I just am. I'm so judgmental of everyone. And I am especially judgmental of theater people and of like actors. And I matched with an insanely gorgeous man on Tinder, and he was like, I'm an actor, and I literally was like, oh, this isn't gonna work, and we unmatched. Yes, I'm deeply critical of actors, super hypercritical of them. I guess because I'm like, oh, I've been there, and so anything that anyone does that I wouldn't do as an actor, I'm like, I hate you. I don't know. I'm not smart. I have a lot of feelings, and that makes me stupid. I guess we all judge everyone. Anyways, my first instance of being like, I don't think I can watch the Wicked movie was when Ariana Grande ended her marriage and ended her now current partner, Ethan's marriage, and the devastation. It was, Dr. Lily J was Ethan's wife before he got a divorce and started dating Ariana Grande. And her experience of Wicked just makes... money, 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 money! That's right, pay me, you fuck! Her experience is what poisoned the movie for me. It's truly, I'm like, it's okay if you fall in love with your co-stars. It actually happens all the fucking time. It really does. You do fall in love with your co-stars, you absolutely do. But that's understandable. And then what we're so grateful for is that our doctor friend really exemplified for us. So what do you do when you are in love with your co-star? You treat your current partner or your current partners or your current situation with the respect that it deserves, and then you fuck the brains out of your fucking person. There's a respectful way of doing it. Our doctor friend did it perfectly in front of us. We all learned how to do it ourselves. She showed us how you go through a breakup. She showed us how you move through the complexities of relationships. She was wonderful for that. And I feel bad that other people, because it feels like Ariana Grande did not have, it's not impossible. It's not impossible to, oh, right, that's a good question. It literally showed up, your gift literally showed up on the break. It's here now. Ariana Grande didn't have a best friend to exemplify the best way to end a relationship that isn't working when you found a relationship that feels like it will work. But she did it. She really did. Dr. Friend did it for us. Ariana Grande didn't, and it turned into this really terrible, messy, awful thing where Dr. Lily J felt humiliated and blindsided and disrespected because she was. And the whole time, every time I see a picture of them, even outside of Wicked, I see a picture of anyone who's affiliated with Wicked, the first thing that pops into my head is that I'm like, that was not the right way of doing that. There was a right way of doing it. It's absolutely allowed. It's incredibly fucking painful. It's messy. It opens you up to being judged, absolutely, for sure. But I think that she could have come out the other side of that judgment in a way that was better for her and then better for all of the fans of this very, very important cultural IP. I wish it wasn't so tangled up in the personal life of the stars. Oh, happy Titty Tuesday. Oh. I mean, in this dress, I really feel like it's all about the legs. I really do. Our friend group is weirdly the least theater school kids, though. A lot of us, made it through theater school and then immediately pivoted away from theater school things, which was good, which was really, really good. It feels so exciting to pivot back to it. Oh, Brooklyn, so excited. Yay! They film really cheesy, made-for-TV Hallmark romance movies all over the place here, because the Canada has some great filming. It's has to do with tax breaks, right? That we want people to film here. We want people to come and show off how beautiful it is here, and then also so many parts of Canada just look like parts of America. But it's all very, very close within the border. And so you don't actually have to go to many, many different places all over the place in America. You can just go to a couple of places literally on the other side of the border in Canada and get all the same shots, all right there. And it's my dream. It really, really is my dream to be. That's right. That's right. And the money that you're giving me right now is going into that dream. Yeah, absolutely. All of The Handmaid's Tale. I think it's funny. Somebody brought up The Boys earlier. Like my roommate Michael was in The Boys. He was in like a couple of episodes of The Boys. And I think it's so funny that like people love these TV shows. These TV shows are huge international phenomenons. And we're like, oh, they filmed that right down there. They filmed that right down the street. Yeah. Michael was in an episode. I think he's in like flashback segments. I don't know if he's part of what's happening in the story right then and there. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you need to watch like the entire series of The Boys to see. It wasn't a big role. It's one of those roles where you're like a character that pops up. And when he's really famous, then it'll be worth something. But we're all still working towards being really famous. But then also, like we were talking about yesterday, does anyone really want to be really famous? Is it worth it anymore in 2025 to actually be really famous? Or is it just a nightmare? Like the Hawk 2 girl. Like that Hawk 2 girl. And I have questions. I've not been keeping up with her. The last thing that I heard about her was that she was getting, look at this. I don't even need to have a Bitcoin to scam you with. You'll just give me your money. That she had gotten in trouble with like a pump and dump Bitcoin scam, which you're definitely not supposed to do. Definitely not supposed to do. But now with what the American president is doing, it kind of pales in comparison when she does it. It stings. It stings way less when it's just a Hawk 2 girl doing it than when it's the President of the United States doing it. Oh, way, Threy. What does it mean? What does the username mean? It's not for me to know. Nah. I think I need a haircut. I like it this length, but I also really love it this length as well. And then I feel like when it's a little bit shorter, it gets like bigger and feels fuller. When it's this long, it kind of weighs itself down a little bit, and then like all the weight is just down here basically. But then I'm also very wary of ever going to a salon ever again. I don't know if it's anecdotal or if this is a genuine experience. I just feel like all of our, Jesus, there it is again, another 20. I feel like every haircut that I've gotten at a salon has been bad. Maybe I'm terrible at communicating, but it's never exactly what I want. And then every time I give myself haircuts, I'm like, this is exactly what I want, and everyone says it looks good the whole time. Maybe I can just give myself haircuts and be happy with that? No. No, then you fall into the trap of like people are just being nice to you and your hair does look like you cut it yourself. That's bad. Yeah, I think, Rightus, you're right. I think the solution is probably more likely to be like, no, just keep looking for the right hair stylist. Look for the right salon, look for the right person, and then you hold on to that for your whole entire life. One of my friends from elementary school, who I like stayed kind of friends with for a little bit during university, but then definitely lost touch with, pardon me. When she was in university, she was dating this guy. Thankfully, she didn't end up marrying him, but she did end up marrying like the second guy she ever dated, which is, there you go. Sometimes it just works out. I guess our actor friend did that exact same thing too. She married the second guy she dated too. Whoa, maybe I should go back and find the second guy I dated. No, it's definitely not him. I got so distracted in what I was saying, and now I'm just thinking about actor friend. Okay, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Hairdressers, you gotta work, you gotta find the right one. Nope, the thought's gone. I can't come back to it. Seriously, my girl drives 2 hours to get her hair done because she found the one. Well, now I'm just thinking about the second guy that I dated. This is making my week. Thank you for being amazing. I'm just glad to know when your payday is and it was recently, and I will put that in my calendar for my future bill payments. Good and great. We were talking about The Boys. We were talking about The Handmaid's Tale. We were talking, no, it's actually payday was today. Tuesday payday. Wow, Australia really is backwards in everything. That's fucking crazy. Oh, right, ponytails, haircuts. I remember now. Let's do this. My friend from elementary school, who I stayed friends with for a little bit in university, her university boyfriend, who again, I'm really glad she didn't date, he, in all seriousness, looked at her and said, aren't ponytails just for little girls? Isn't it kind of weird to wear your hair in a ponytail as an adult woman? I feel like every single fiber of my being just dried out and blew away. And I don't exist anymore, and time is an illusion, and space is unnecessary, and nothing exists. Because I can't imagine having the opinion that the minute you turn 18, you can't wear your hair in a ponytail anymore. Nothing can exist if that exists. It kills me. It's also so strange. I'm like, there's so many sexy adult women who have a ponytail being their main hairstyle. Crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. Was he infantilizing the hairstyles? I guess so, yeah. That this idea that womanhood is never wearing your hair but a ponytail. I've just also never heard of any guy not finding ponytails very sexy. We all love a ponytail. I see a girl with her hair in a ponytail and I go, that's sexy. I can imagine thinking the opposite and then expressing the opposite. It's even crazier. Yeah, Tuesdays is such a strange day for payday. Sign me up though. Give me my Tuesday payday. Yeah. Men derogatory. Do you ever realize that you were being hit on after the moment passed? Oh. Almost exclusively? Yeah. Yes, basically. Ponytails make perfect hand holder. It's very easy to hold on to the ponytail. I had this terrible experience where my big brother once, when my hair was in a ponytail, grabbed it and yanked it as I was going up the stairs. And at that point in my life, I was just like, that's weird. Don't do that. Don't do that to your sister, you frickin' weirdo. I don't even think I was sexually active at that time, but I was like, no, you don't do that. Because that's what it's for, you frickin' weirdo. I think that basically every person on the planet figures out that they're being hit on after the fact. Because now I'm curious, have any of you realized that you were being hit on in the moment? Let me think. No. The first thing that springs to mind for me was at summer camp, when I worked at summer camp. So you're talking about how when you're a camper and then you do a year of training and then you work at a summer camp. So fun. Loved working at summer camp. When I worked at summer camp, the first thing that the senior staff members did the first week of camp was go around and ask everyone, who do you have a crush on? Who do you think is going to get together? And they would write it down. I'm not even joking. This is real. This is important work at summer camp. And so the first week of summer camp, they go around and they ask everyone, who do you have a crush on and who do you think is going to get together? And then halfway through the summer, they'll tell everyone, they'll reveal the results of that, because by then people have shook out into their pairs or created groupings or dated or even broken up by that point. And it was I feel like it's the single most solid point of pride in my entire life. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if people on the internet find me sexy or fun. At summer camp, my first summer working at summer camp, all the boys loved me. It made me feel like this most beautiful, sexiest, most powerful woman on the planet. I am still riding that high, decades later. Or I guess 15, 13 years later. I don't know how long time is. But then in the middle of the summer, they were like, every single boy was like, I have a crush on V, and I could see me and V getting together. I was like, wow, oh my gosh. I feel like I'm the universal blood donor for getting your cocks hard. It made me feel so, that's it, guys. I get nothing from Twitch viewers. You idiots are garbage to me. Oh man, but I loved that like all the boys that worked at summer camp were like, I'm gonna bang V's brains out. Mostly because I ended up dating my first boyfriend from summer camp. He was the British guy. I dated the British guy. How do you resist the British guy? He's got that cute little accent, and he had really blue eyes. Really, really blue eyes. He looked kind of like a mouse, and I looked kind of like a mouse. We would have beautiful little mouse babies. The truth is, everyone like ended up like dating other people and hooking up, and none of the girls, they never expressed to me that they were like, oh, it's weird that my eventual boyfriend was like, oh, I could see myself dating V. They never said that. I never got the feeling that the girls were angry or upset about it. I got the feeling that the girls were just like, okay, shows these guys what they know, because obviously she's not compatible with you idiots. I had to make it a round number. Oh, so now the total is like nice and perfect. Good, that's excellent. Now double that number. Now double that round number. That's right. At summer camp, it wasn't terrible. I don't think it caused any negatives because I dated the British guy and everyone dated their own partners and everyone was really like happy with their own partners. I feel like everybody found somebody for the most part that made them feel like happy and seen and safe and supported. Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm that bitch. That's right. And then yeah, my British boyfriend was my first boy that I ever dated, and we dated at summer camp and we were long distance, and then he ended up going to university in Canada. But then we lost touch, as like it happens when you go to university. Like it's really difficult to maintain a high school. Like if I ever have children, and this will be the advice that I give to the children in our friend group, Brooklyn, my number one piece of advice is gonna be like, break up with your high school partner before you go to university. That was when Ariana Grande should have learned how to do that. I feel like going from high school to university is when and where it is the most appropriate to learn how to break up with your partner. And then you get a new partner, because the terrible thing that most of us do is we try to keep our high school boyfriend in university, and then we end up doing an Ariana Grande and Wicked and doing an unfaithfulness. No, I completely missed out on it too. She was so beautiful. She visited from Canada and was hosting an event where I was doing security and I was her go-to for help. Ooh, I mean, you can still talk to her. It's not like she's dead just because she's in Canada. We are very much alive in Canada. You haven't missed your opportunity. You just have to, work to find her again, I guess. Yeah. Do you mean do it all again in one go? I'm not here to tell you how to worship me. I'm just here to tell you to shut the fuck up and worship me. Figure it out, idiot. I don't even talk to any of my classmates from high school. Everybody moved on so fast. I definitely don't talk to my high school friends because we had a sort of uncomfortable falling out, which I don't, now that I'm in my 30s, I'm like, that had very little to do with them and had everything to do with me having no idea how to enforce boundaries or maintain boundaries. So my friendships before I understood boundaries were bad. And unfortunately, I don't want to maintain bad friendships. And so I don't think it was necessarily their fault that the friendship dissolved. I just think there was an incompatibility that I can take my side of the responsibility for. And I hope that now they're older, they can also be like, oh yeah, it was definitely hard to be friends without understanding what we need as individuals. Welcome back for 16 months, Mr. Foam. She's gone, bro. Oh my god, don't listen to them in chat. Hi, V. Long time no see. It's nice to see you again. Hello, Barbie. Hi, Ken. You want to go for a drive? Okay, Ken. I was also a weirdo all the way through school, so I get it if they wouldn't want to talk to me anymore. I mean, Raidus, I don't think you were a weirdo. I think it was the same thing that I was experiencing, which is I think the same thing that a lot of people experience, which is that they don't have a good sense of self, which means enforcing very healthy boundaries, which allow healthy relationships to thrive, feels impossible. So the only thing you're left with is a lack of sense of self and a bunch of unhealthy relationships. I mean, it's not that any one person is bad or at fault. It's that there's dysregulation. It's that there's underlying issues. Ooh, okay, $30. Basically, we don't need to blame us. We don't need to blame them. It's like a natural part of life that, like, not all the relationships are going to work. And it's great. It's great to recognize, why didn't this relationship work? Because then it gives you the important aspect of, okay, so then I know what I value in relationships. I know what does work in relationships. Oh, yeah. I'm so full of tea. Oh, good, it is time for my second break. Oh, thank God. Yeah. I love your room. It's so cute. I love my room. It is so cute. My home is my, like, it is not just a place. It is not just like a space in the city. It is my like flesh and blood. It is my church. It is my heart and soul. I love my home. To be honest with them, I cannot pinpoint anything because I did graduate at the start of COVID. Oh yeah. I hope that your year's been kind to you. Most of all, been kind to yourself. You're an amazing person. I mean, this year has been a terrible, awful nightmare. Things are so scary and uncertain. Like, $1.4 trillion was wiped out of the stock market yesterday. I think. I don't know exactly. Mostly because it's hard to look at those figures and then remember, wait, was that this week or was that 2 weeks ago? Or was that 4 weeks ago? Or was that 6 weeks ago? Because it feels like we are all on Dr. Bones' wild ride, and we would all like to get off this very wild ride. It's a very wild ride. Woo! Oh, wait, Thray, it is fun. And you're doing the fun just right. Yeah. It's so, like, whenever I talk to somebody and they're like, how have you been? I don't want to give the, like, canned answer of like, oh, I'm great, like I'm doing so well, like I'm doing yoga, I've been like exercising and like eating really healthy, getting lots of sunshine, you know, just like living my most authentic self. This is true. All of that is true. I just feel like an asshole for saying it when the little Palestinian children are being maimed and murdered, when there are international soldiers being captured in Ukraine fighting for the Russians, when the rising tide of fascism seems to be choking out any possibility of happiness from the United States. It's just like a fucking nightmare. And I really miss the end of COVID when we all had this attitude of it's time to celebrate something. We're not in the phase of it's time to celebrate something right now, which is why I'm so excited for my birthday later this week. I am so excited to sort of like stick my head in the sand and be like, for the next couple hours, we're just gonna celebrate the fact that I was born 35 years ago. Let's just do that, and let's just like listen to music that was popular in the 90s and remember what life was like before 9/11. Touch into that healthy version of ourselves. I literally just want out. I mean, Mr. Monotonous, Mr. Monotone rather, the autonomy, change your username to Mr. Autonomous, maybe it'll make you feel better. The autonomy is gone. None of us feel like we have any like control or autonomy in this world. We are all very like tied to the person next to us on this wild ride. Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen Sinners yet. I think I'm gonna go see it this weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, okay, I need to go to the bathroom. It's time for my break. BRB, don't go anywhere. snack. I hope you guys are having a good afternoon. Hello. The last thing we were talking about was Sinners. Sinners is the new, how do I say his last name? Coogler. Coolger? Anyways, his latest movie just came out. I think his first name is Ryan. Is the director. I think he also wrote this as well. I'm very excited to see Sinners because it's been getting phenomenal fucking reviews. Like really, really over the top praise. Like 100% of audience scores and like 100% of critic scores. So apparently this movie is amazing. R-rated horror movie that's getting rave reviews is my fucking bread and butter. That's who I am as a person. Because I'm very much the millennial woman. I'm very much the millennial woman. And as the millennial woman, yeah, I want the violence and I want the gore and I want the really, really fucking nightmarish. The really nightmarish storylines. Give them to me. Give them to me in a beautiful mirror package. So I mean, not all art is a mirror to society. Some of it is escapism. Like this guy giving me all of his money. This is escapism. He is escaping from the reality of the world into his fantasy, where he's on his knees in front of me, just like, I don't know, cutting bits of his own flesh off to serve me. Yeah, the other movies that he's directed are Black Panther and Creed. He's got an he's number one, just like I'm not making a movie unless Michael B. Jordan's in it. Number one. Only Michael B. Jordan, all Michael B. Jordan all the time. Kind of hard to blame him, to be honest. I also kind of want some Michael B. Jordan in my life. He's very handsome. I haven't seen Sinners either, but I feel from the trailers it's going to be like 30 Days of Night. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. Vampires. Neat. Yeah, give me vampires. Das Vampir. As a dermatologist, your skin is phenomenal. Med Student 13? Thank you! I've been using Dr. Gross's two-step skin bedoobs, but then also I was a child of the 90s, so it was like, put on sunscreen, put on sunscreen, put on sunscreen. And then in my 20s, I worked as a professional Disney princess, and the first princess that I played at that company was Snow White, and so I was like, I just need to stay, like, pale throughout all time, absolutely. And so I think that did me wonders now that I'm in my mid-30s. And I'm like, yes, I do. I went on a date with a guy who was 20 years older than me, with this real daddy, to the point that we called him Mr. Daddy. And Mr. Daddy was like, oh my God, your skin is so beautiful. And I was like, that really means something coming from a 55-year-old man. Oh yeah. Look at him just get, and so all the money that this guy is giving me, yeah, those, you guys look into it. It's a wonderful little, very fast and easy two-step system to just get your fucking skin under control. It's basically an AHA, I think BHA peel with then, I don't know, like hyaluronic acid, maybe some resveratrols in there. You can look it up online. If you Google Dr. Gross two-step daily, I think it'll just automatically come up and be like, yes, this is a very popular product that is worth the money. It's not inexpensive. Like, it's skincare stuff, so it's not free. But it's worth its weight in gold. They're undercharging for how good this product is. Good enough to get a dermatologist in my corner. Oh, yeah. Oh, and my skin, yeah, my skin was... I got eczema this winter for the first time. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I've never gotten eczema before. And the air was so dry and I was so dehydrated that my skin was just getting like criminally parched and then really, really fucking flaky and then really irritated and red. And then any part on my face that had any mixing then of like, I feel like there wasn't enough moisture in my skin to be able to mix with moisture. So then all around my eyes and all around my mouth was just like eczema, eczema, eczema. And I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. Oof, baby. Good job, Thray. Hello, says the little panda. You're shy. What a shy little panda. No need for shyness in this stream. You can just sit down and listen to me tell you what to think. And I will just tell you what Sam Dog thinks, which is, a friend of mine... Wait, no, sorry. Sam Dog says, a friend told me he was tickled in Cuba once. It turns out he was Havana Laugh. Oh, that one's... I don't think that's ripe yet. I don't think that's half of one. That's half of one joke. Thank you. Oh, Sam Dog comes in with jokes, but I feel like that's... No, there needs to be either more or much less of it, but not that amount of it. Hello, Hyena Bite. How are you doing today? Is it payday for you as well? Do you live in Australia and get paid on Tuesday? Welcome to Tuesday. It's payday for you in Australia. It doesn't need to make sense. Everything's upside down in Australia. Yeah. There is no sense. No, sadly, I'm Irish. Oh. That's usually how Irish people feel in my experience. Yeah. Sorry, it's so rude. Oh man, yo, fuck those British people, eh? Still living off the noodles from you draining my last paycheck. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. You have enough money left over to buy noodles? You are not giving enough. You did not give enough. You should be completely starved to a state of comatose compliance. Yeah, oops, you're not doing it right, my sweet Irish rose. Oh no! Oh no! No, thank you so much. I remember last time, and it was, you gave me all of your money. You really did. And so, enjoy your noodles. They're hard earned by you, not me. I didn't earn anything. I'm just sitting here, playing with my very soft hairs. Oh, they're so soft. I figured it out. I've had fine hair my entire life. And I've tried to have, like, nice hair my entire life, but I really figured it out. And I feel like the secret, the deep secret of having great hair is fish oil pills. It's fish oil pills, you fucks. There's nothing you can, like, put on your hair or do to your hair to make it good. You have to do it from the inside of your body. And I feel like there's a lot of, like, you can buy gummies, you can buy different types of vitamins, these types and those types. It's just fish oil pills. It's just fish oil pills. That good job is literally everything. Thank you. This guy's insane. He just gave me all of his money. And then, like, way too much money. All of his money is way too much money. And yet I will take it. I will turn it back around into slutty little outfits, sassy hairstyles, witty retorts, and sexy legs. It's good. This is a good investment for you, for me, for all the children of the world. Thank you, God. Oh, thank you, God. Ooh, speaking of God, I had the exquisite pleasure of rewatching Princess Mononoke last night. I love Princess Mononoke. So good, so perfect. Is it a perfect movie? Yes, it is. And then what I like so much, it's a long-ass fucking movie. There's so much story. There's so much, like, beautiful establishing of the world and the characters they're in and their motivations, their desires. Like, all of this stuff is so fucking good. And then the climax of the movie happens. It's amazing. It's an amazing climax of the movie. And then the movie just ends and there's no denouement. And I completely forgot about that. And I fucking love it. It's just that I wish that there was an extra 15 minutes of Princess Mononoke at, like, after the end of it. Maybe even, like, just, like, an extra 5 minutes. I just want a little bit more. It literally ends with them, with, like, the two main characters speaking to each other, just being like, everything is different, but nothing is really going to change, and we're gonna live our lives like this forever. Yeah, that's 200 fucking dollary dues. Because they're Australian dollars. I need more. I wish that the movie didn't end with them telling each other that. I wish that the movie showed us. I wish they were able to show, but honestly, it's such a long movie, and animated movies are so insanely fucking expensive to make. Like, I'm sitting there watching it in an hour and 15 minutes or however long Princess Mononoke is. And I'm like, oh, I want just like a little bit more. And it's like, okay, well, that'll be another like $300,000 then, bitch. Bitch. Sorry, I got sleep in my eyes. Yeah, I could always do with a little bit more Princess Mononoke. I love it. What's good, Solja? Solja? What's good? How are you doing today? Oh, yes. How did you sleep last night? Did you have any crazy dreams? Do you ever get deja vu? Do you ever get deja vu? Sometimes I get some like really, really intense deja vu. Not always pleasant, but also even if I'm like, oh, this deja vu feels bad, there's like a comfort to it no matter what. Even if I'm like, oh, I don't like what this is. Oh God, because this, what I really, really dislike is that I'm like, oh, a lot of my deja vu is tied to, I feel like I dreamt about this like 6 weeks ago or 9 months ago or like 3 years ago or something. And then the deja vu comes and it gets me in real life in the moment. And what I dislike about that is that I don't ever want any of my like, dreams that I have at night to come true. I really, really don't. Speaking of amazing animated movies, Princess Mononoke, obviously amazing. I could talk all day about it. I like it so much. I want to just think and talk about Lady Eboshi forever. Forever and ever and ever. Lady Eboshi reminds me a lot of Oprah Winfrey, where like she's not doing good things. The entire plot of Princess Mononoke gets put into motion because Lady Eboshi... Oh, look at you go. Dude, you do not have more money to spend. What are you doing? Whose money is this now? Because it's not yours. I have all of it. Anyways, Princess Mononoke's main antagonist, Lady Eboshi, very Oprah-like, where, I mean, you have a fuck ton of influence. You're a very powerful person. You don't often get that by being a perfectly good, kind, and generous person, boundaryless, like, everywhere. You're gonna have to be kind of a bastard to get a ton of fucking power. Basically any and every world, everywhere, yeah. I love Princess Mononoke. Been really into this, like, who is Oprah kick as well. But extrapolating from that into why I don't want my dreams to come true. All of my dreams remind me of Suzume. This is another really, really amazing animated movie. It's about a young girl who discovers a, like, spiritual side of the world around her that she's never seen before. And then she goes on this, like, really, really great fucking amazing adventure. And it's cool. It's really, really great. But the scary thing is that Suzume, the main character in this show, she has dreams like my dreams that I don't want to come true because all of my dreams are post-apocalyptic. All of my dreams are very much like there hasn't been any running water or electricity for months, and all of my dreams are taking place in the months after electricity and water have been shut off globally. Oh my God in heaven. It just makes you so nervous because I'm like, these are just dreams. And that sort of like barren, destructive landscape is more representative of like my feeling about myself. Because I'm like, oh, I mean, we've never had a chance. It's just been like 9/11 every year since 9/11 happened. Whether it was like a cultural 9/11 or a financial 9/11 or like actual terrorism style 9/11s. It just feels like, oh my God, how are we not in the end times? How is this not the end times? And so all of my dreams are after the end times. But then I'm like, no, that's contextualizing this too firmly as the end times now. And that's not what's happening, even though it's kind of what it feels like. And my dreams are telling me that is what's happening. You look nice today. Thank you. I worked over the long weekend. Extra rates. Oh, fuck yes. That's what I like to hear. You seem chilled. I see you had a hair change. No, I've like literally never changed my hair basically ever. I like wore it curly for a couple of weeks there, and then that was it. I was like, maybe I should get a perm this summer because it is long enough that I could get like a pretty fun perm or a body wave. So fun, so nice. But no, I actually haven't changed my hair basically ever. It's always just been this. It's always just been brown. I changed my part. Sometimes my part's on this side, but now that I changed on this side, it's like more voluminous. It's just that easy. Do you have a YouTube? Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a YouTube that's like uploading my Twitch channels. Yeah, but it's not active right now. Oh, okay. So no. The answer's no then. Getting ready to head to our delicious lunch. Hope you have a great stream. Thanks, Golden Poncho. So many numbers in there. Getting ready to head our 4 delicious lunch. Hope you have a great stream. Wait, if I figure out what these numbers mean, do I get something? Oh, I don't know about the VOD channel. The YouTube clips are heavenly. Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm glad you like those. I don't give a fuck about the YouTube. I would feel weird watching Invader V on YouTube. But then again, I only like true crime YouTube. So if I was watching Invader V on YouTube and it was true crime YouTube, that's bad. I got moidled. I hope I don't get moidled. Yeah. I got so many moidles to do myself. He's still paying! Oh my god! Oh my god in heaven. Somebody stop him. Just kidding, keep going. Oh, it's just a habit that there's all those numbers in there. That wasn't like a secret message that I get to decode and then feel smart about. I just rewatched Gravity Falls, and so I'm like, oh, secret messages everywhere. Yes, please. I mean, they only clip certain parts on YouTube, like the highlights. I only stream for 4 hours a day. There's not like, I'm not on here giving you fucking hours and hours and hours. Go ahead and clip it as much as you want or as little as you need to. You can just put me on in the background like so many of you do. Your little desktop girlfriend, just shooting the shit, just chatting about stuff, just sitting here having Kathaloon, exactly, just sitting here having a great little Tuesday afternoon. A fun little Tuesday afternoon. Living my best life, loving the sunshine and the kind of warm-ish weather. It could be warmer. It could be warmer. I'm really looking forward to the summer months, absolutely. I think we all are, holy Christ. I just think that this winter was especially difficult because we all had to like sit there and allow Donald Trump to become president again, because that's apparently how the election went. I'm not here to like accuse anyone of electoral fraud, but damn if it doesn't seem shady, the whole deal. Look at this mad lad, he is still going. He is literally still going. Thank you for advocating for the Gooners. Oh yeah, I live for the Goon. You guys, there's not a lot to live for nowadays. I recognize that. Please goon away. Yeah, goon while you're able. Because the older we get, the less gooning we're going to have inside of us. The less gooning there's going to be time for outside of us. These are precious moments. Precious moments, my dudes, yeah. These guys are gooning right now. These are professional all-day gooners. Hardcore gooners, I would say even. Are you excited for the next Grand Theft Auto video game? I've never played any Grand Theft Auto video games, so I don't really think I'm as excited as somebody else who's really into them would be. Yeah, it's my long-winded way of saying no. There's no one left to goon to. Well, that's just categorically incorrect. There are literally always new people to discover and fall in love with. You just get to keep finding them. But these are our precious gooning years. This is true, yeah. Yeah, my family's from the Azores. That is true. Yeah, you can read that in my frequently asked questions, which is like down there somewhere. Go check out the frequently asked questions. There's lots of answers there for you, because to be honest, I've been asked a lot of these questions sort of like too many times. I'd much rather be excited for a new Animal Crossing game. It would be so fun. It would be so exciting. It's just like, what are they going to do to improve upon from New Horizons? Let's be honest with ourselves. What is there to improve upon from New Horizons? Because it was basically a perfect game. Everything's so beautiful and so fun and so great. And oh, the hair is especially gorgeous today. Thank you. A few of you guys have said stuff like that. It's very nice of you to say. I love it. What more do you want from Animal Crossing? Because I'm still playing, like, I still play. Oh, you want the giraffe. You want the giraffe characters. From the older games. So you want more, like, characters from the older games brought back? You know what? That's fair. That's very fair. I feel like We still have a lot of great characters, though. I'm not mad at any of them. Look, got them right here with me. I want the sass back. I'm actually totally fine with it. I feel like it's a very popular opinion online to be like, I liked when the villagers were sassy. I enjoyed that. I don't. I actually don't. I think it was cute and valuable in a time when those types of negative social interactions were few and far between, because we lived in a society of rules and a world of morality, and it's 2025, and that is not the world that we live in, and I genuinely cannot handle having negative social interactions in my cozy cuddly video games. I am going into the cozy cuddly video games to escape from the negative social interactions. I'm totally fine with Animal Crossing not having the sass. I've already heard too many people in unison all say, oh, I'm afraid to even open up my game again because I know my villagers are going to be angry about me leaving, or they're going to be sad about me not coming back. And I mean, I'm glad that they removed those elements of the old games. I cannot describe to you how genuinely traumatized and upset I would feel if I opened my Animal Crossing game and my villagers were angry at me for not playing. And then even worse, they used to be able to move away when you weren't playing. Like, you would open the game and you would just have a letter from one of your villagers being like, hey, I moved away, I'm gone now forever, and there's a brand new person here. I can't have, for me, Animal Crossing is escapism. I don't want it to mirror reality whatsoever. And any facet of it mirroring reality makes it less enticing for me. I really want to start up a new game of Stardew Valley, but on Switch versus PC. Yes, do it. Do it, then you get to keep your farm with you everywhere you go. It's not just like attached to your computer in your computer room. Yay, new Stardew. Oh man, do I want to do a new Stardew game? I've only ever like really played through it once, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I made a ton of weird mistakes and like bizarre choices that I wouldn't do again. I do love Stardew Valley, but what I don't like about Stardew Valley is that if I get distracted, which you know I do, if I get distracted for 10 seconds, I can put the Switch down and come back and be like, fuck, it's been days and I screwed up everything. What I love about Animal Crossing is if I get distracted for 10 seconds and I put the game down and I come back an hour later, I'm like, that's whatever, it's just an hour later in the game. That's good. Brooklyn, did you ever play Cozy Grove? It's about ghost bears. If there's one thing I know about you, it's that you're down with a ghost bear. Ghost bear, you say? Yeah, Cozy Grove, right? The ghost bears. I played quite a bit of Cozy Grove. It was very visually dense, though. Oh shit, you're 100. I'm not even. I couldn't. It was too visually dense. It's another reason that I really, really enjoy Animal Crossing. It's very. I mean, my island is full, but it's not maximalist full. Absolutely not. I'm just stuck on the fishing. Oh yeah, that fishing was hard to get enthusiastic about. I've played through Stardew Valley like 3 or 4 times, but I've never really gotten to year 3 of it. What? Interesting. Right? It's your challenge this year is to finish. Yeah. Wait, you not maximalist? In some elements, yes. I'm like, oh, the Asian Japan part of my island, I definitely, for the Tokyo part, definitely maximized it. But no, on my Animal Crossing island, I put a lot of stuff out. And especially in video games. And now I'm really, really enjoying paring things back, absolutely. Like, I know you're not getting that from this over here. But you'll see when you come over. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, I see this. It's still pretty maximalist, but it's, I mean, I think I'm now comparing myself to people who like are getting to the front page of the maximalism subreddit, and I'm like, oh, I'm not that. Oh, I'm not that. That's a lot. I'm working on my backlog. Maybe I should get back into Stardew as well. Ugh. I restarted a game of Breath of the Wild. I told you guys about that, and it's been just such a dream. Oh, look at you go again, my God in heaven. Oh, Breath of the Wild. Brooklyn, did you ever play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild? That was the first and still to this day, the only Legend of Zelda video game I ever played. I felt really nervous getting into it because I was like, this is like such a huge legacy game that has had like decades of games coming out, and like I felt really overwhelmed. And then getting into it, I was just like, oh wow, I love this adorable little fucking twink who's basically, do you remember the guy who looked like he dipped his head in a vat of stupid who was in my class from university? I'm like, it's just him. It's just him falling in love with the tall, thin American girl who is in my class. And it's just them, and they're going on adventures together, and they're curing each other's mental illnesses. You know, while also we're saving Hyrule. They're just picking the thinnest, whitest, blondest people we've ever known. And to this day, a decade later, they are the blondest, whitest people I know. I've never met anyone blonder or whiter than those motherfuckers. Arian. Tears of the Kingdom is my Zelda game that I will never finish playing. I use Ritus. No, you're gonna do it. You really are. You don't need to, but you will. It's giving 100% siblings or dating. It's giving 100% siblings that are dating. Hello, Lannisters. Tell me they're not the Lannisters. It's so funny because they never had any like close personal connection. They never like were into each other, which is interesting because they were two of the most beautiful people in our year, but they had no chemistry together, like romantically or sexually. But then all of a sudden I'm like, you could totally cast them as siblings though, and I bet that they would have phenomenal incest sibling sex on camera. I think that people would never be able to look away because they looked like Lannisters for real. I know there's just so much to do. I keep picking it up from time to time and I still have not beaten it. Oh, I love getting, I think it's like The Sims. He's still going. The Mad Lad is still going. I think it's like The Sims. You go into, now this is the real question. When are we going to be able to play The Sims on Switch? That would actually be the end of civilization. That's when we know that the comet is destined to hit Earth and we are truly doomed when they let us play The Sims on Switch. You're just gonna see people on the streets just being like, this is it, this is my fucking life now. I love The Sims. And sometimes you play The Sims like it's your life. And then sometimes you're like, I'm not gonna play The Sims for 9 months. I'm not even gonna think of the word sim for 9 months. And then you get back into it and you're like, this is my whole entire life. This is everything to me. This is my Roman Empire. Because I bought the Roman Empire expansion pack. You know what? There was like times where they'll put basically huge chunks of the expansion packs on like 40% off, 50% off, 60% off. I bought so many of them, I want to play The Sims again. I made the Simpsons house in The Sims. That was so fun. Yeah. I played The Sims 2 when they re-released it earlier this year, and I can't go back to Sims 4. Interesting. Interesting. Is Sims 2, the re-release, really good? Actually, that's enticing. I like that. I haven't signed into my Steam account in years, which makes me feel like I'm a ghost. Because, you know, it's like when people die and then it's like they haven't signed on to their Steam account in years. It's because they're dead. Oh, good God in heaven. This man is financially destroying himself for your entertainment. I hope that you guys are entertained. What about those games? I've never even heard of that game. What is that game? Last online 3 years ago. I love my Switch, okay? I love playing my fucking Switch game. I want to play on Switch. I didn't do Bunny Day this year. You know why? It's because I played so much Animal Crossing during Cherry Blossom season, which is at the beginning of the month. I don't even know what that game is. I've never even heard of it. It's a new Sims competitor. Oh, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. Interesting. It's on Steam. It's pretty new. Okay. I'm not sold on it yet. Basically, if you tell me there's like a new version of The Sims to play, I'm more likely just to go play The Sims, you know? What does that say about me? Hi, V, I've been missing you because of my university classes. That's okay, I'm totally fine with you, like, gaining higher education so that you're able to pull in a really juicy paycheck and then do what this idiot's doing and just give me your whole fucking paycheck. Hooray! Oblivion Remastered is here and I'm ready. Ooh, really? That's actually, I would play the fuck out of that. I remember playing Oblivion with my brothers and cousins in the summer. My cousin would bring his PC up to the cottage where we would all like spend all summer with our grandparents. And we played Oblivion together, and like Like, they would be writing notes to each other on cue cards to remember quests and shit, because there was no internal system to, like, have your quests active. You would just talk to somebody, and they would be like, yeah, there's a mountain out east, and if you find it, maybe there's treasure under some forked tree, and you just need to remember that, and you just write it down, and then when you're in that part of the map, you're like, I guess I'll look for a forked fucking tree. It was actually one of... So I rewatched Princess Mononoke last night, because, like, why don't you just throw on a Ghibli movie and live your best life? And there was a post on Reddit that gave a really beautiful fucking, just, like, snapshot of information. This person was like, why does this tree branch look like this? And it was, like, a regular tree growing up and totally fine. But one of the tree branches near the base of the tree, and one of the thickest branches, was coming up and then over at 90 degrees and then curved back up at 90 degrees. So there's this, like, really weird looking branch that had a very unnatural configuration. And these are made on purpose. Those are trail markers that indigenous people created using trees as permanent markers for important pathways through nature. And the very first opening shot of Princess Mononoke shows a tree branch with that configuration, but the tree is, like, really, really hugely tall. The curve of that particular branch is so far up off the ground. I think the implication is that Princess Mononoke is a lot about how industrialization and humanity is incongruent with nature. But I feel like that first opening shot of Princess Mononoke explains that humanity is only possible in balance with nature. It's not incongruent. It's something that has been so foundational for us for all time. Viewing us versus nature is deeply inhuman. I love it. Thanks, Breadbasket. Welcome back for 26 months. I love Oblivion and the trees, forked trees, all those cool trees that we use to mark things. 3 more weeks until graduation. Hooray! Gaming before the internet was something else. It really was. Oh, it really was. How did we all know to blow into those cartridges? How did we all know? I guess we were, like, reading, like, the magazines. There was, like, gaming magazines. And a lot of our information was just disseminated from television, which is why Oprah became fucking Oprah, because it was just on TV. Look at all of this fucking money. Look at this huge chunk of change that this guy is just willy-nillying. Writing down the cheat codes. Oh, I love that video games would come with a little booklet, which would have a bunch of explanations in it for, like, mechanics or, like, maybe stuff that they just wanted you to know to play the game more easily. And then the back pages would be notes that you would be allowed to write in. This is so great. I remember a group of us going to another school just to see someone pull a combo in Street Fighter. So cool. So cool. My big brother, instead of going to prom, had a LAN party where, yeah, you could have computers and you could play video games on computers, but you could not play your best friend on his computer while you were on your computer, unless you physically brought all the computers together and hooked them up physically, and then you could all join in these games together at LAN parties. They were very smelly, they were very popular, they were very, like, a moment in time. That was so beautiful. I'm back. What did I miss? Oh, Way Thray is giving me money. That's what you missed. A lot of that. A lot of that. Over and over and over again. And also me just, like, fading really fast. I woke up early this morning at, like, oh, it's kind of too early. I feel like I woke up at, like, 6 a.m., 7 a.m. is usually when I want to wake up, but I feel like I woke up at 6 a.m., which is kind of too early. And I did have a good morning. I, like, made good choices. I did yoga. I didn't have breakfast, which is probably why I feel like I'm dying right now. And I woke up too early. And I guess it's just, like, Tuesday. Tuesdays are just those days. Oh, Way Thray is having so much fun giving me all of this fucking money. I still treasure all my PS2 games for all the booklets that it had. I feel like my number one favorite gaming system was the N64, followed closely by the GameCube. Those were the games that really stuck out above and beyond for me that I loved so much. Not even a breakfast snack? No, I just had tea for breakfast. I just had, like, you know, my liter of breakfast tea. It's not great. I should have had more for breakfast. There used to be a small LAN cafe near my high school, and there was a few times that we'd play Counter-Strike and Battlefield. So I've been missing some good drainage from the mistress. Absolutely. Yeah, you are. It sucks for you that you missed it. My PS2 was my life. Awesome sauce, you're so sweet. Breadbasket says the same thing. My PS2 was my first console. I was obsessed with Mario Sunshine on GameCube. Oh, yeah. That game was so cool and so beautiful and so fun. I never played it, but I know exactly what you're talking about because it was gorgeous. Amazing games. It's just too good. I just couldn't stop spending. I mean, if you're going to give me all of your money, today's a good day to do it, and I'm wearing the money-colored dress. Just make Owaythray pay for all of your food. Yeah. Yeah, yes, yeah. Mine was the Game Boy SP in red. I love my Game Boy. Look at how beautiful and tiny and perfect it is. It's like smaller than my cell phone. Isn't this nuts? This is such a crazy fucking thing. Get out of here, you. No, I'm not gonna let you guys see my notifications. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, hold on. There we go. Get out of here, notifications. Okay, better. Look at how tiny it is. Look at this sweet, beautiful, perfect tiny thing. And it's just so tiny, just a little itty bitty Game Boy. And all the fun. All the fun. Oh my god, all the fun. Love it so much. I will be taking that on my next vacation. It'll be cozying up next to my Switch. Do you have an Android? I do. I do. I like my Android phone. Oh no, actually, sorry, you can go over here. You don't need to be next to me. Yeah. And the greatest video game ever made, Pokemon Yellow, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It makes me so happy that I look at my dog and my cat and I'm like, you're my Pokemon now. You guys are my Pokemon. Bark, bark, bark. I found an unopened Pokemon Blue still in the wrapper at my dad's house. It may be worth some dough. Oh yeah, I'm sure somebody would pay a few $100s for that, absolutely. What type of Pokemon would your pets be? My cat would definitely be Psychic. Psychic Dark type for the cat, absolutely. I think the dog would be maybe like Ground Fairy type. Because she's very much a like little leaping puppy. But she's a little dirt fiend as well. Yeah, Cat Sandra's literally Umbreon, absolutely, yeah. She really is. I put a picture of my cat and my dog into ChatGPT, and I was like, make a portrait of my cat and my dog as human beings. And ChatGPT made my cat a really beautiful Southeast Asian woman with long dark hair. And ChatGPT made my dog basically me. I was like, oh, I guess if Bal was a person, she would just be me. Okay. My orange tabby is Litten. So sweet, so cute. I love it. Oh, and you gave me more money. That's also very sweet. That's also very cute. And I also really love it. Give me it all. I'll take it all, baby. Ugh. I'm disgusted because I know what I'm going to do this afternoon. When I'm done my stream, I'm gonna, like, I'll run my errands, I'll do chores, I'll be productive. I absolutely will. But I also know that I'm gonna take a nap. And I love taking a nap. I just also... My, like, hustle culture mindset is like, you can't take a nap. That's for babies, and you're not a baby. I love a nap, though. I'm a nap queen. They don't often fuck up my sleep schedule, which is another reason why it's hard for me to resist the nap. Because if my body is like, hey, guess what? We want a nap. It's for real. Just monetize your nap. Yeah. Just like put on my comfy clothes, lay down right here, take the nap right here. What? Yeah, with the fucking sirens going off in the background. So cozy. So cozy in this place and time. How much has Oathway thrown away so far? $250? $250 dues, I would guess. Around there. That's a lot for a Tuesday. That's an insane amount of money. I'm glad I did the yoga this morning. That does kind of make me feel like I'm allowed to like slack off later in my day. It's actually $270. Oh my god, it's even more than $250. My god in heaven. Oh Lord. Lord, protect this man from me. Just kidding. The devil's serving you up raw. The sirens have been going crazy here all day too. So I can definitely see why that would be a stressful thing. I've had people mention that they're like, doesn't it stress you out to hear the sirens? And I'm like, no. It's the exact opposite, actually. It makes me feel very, very happy that help is on the way. That's like the number one facet of the siren sound, is that help is on the way. No matter what terrible thing might be happening right now, there's help on the way. That's the best we can all hope for. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure he's buying that $1,000 tier too. Are you trying to deflect from the fact that you just bought the $1,000 tier on Patreon? You should be ashamed, but I should be the one shaming you, not you. Not you, idiot. Did you get that Game Boy recently? No, I got that Game Boy in 1998 when I was an 8-year-old, and it was a gift to me from Santa Claus. It's like a real old vintage one. I should get it insured. I'm not stressed about him, but I just noticed that there's been an increase today. Interesting. You know what? I bet people took the death of the fucking Pope extra hard. And they're just not even thinking today. And they're making mistakes and accidents and whatnot. And that's why it's like, oh, we need all the emergency services. That Game Boy is older than me. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that nuts that I have toys that are older than you? If that doesn't fucking contextualize your worthlessness to me, I don't know what will. Why did JD Vance kill the Pope? This is my favorite nonsense rumor that is not based in any reality. I think that JD Vance is a real disgusting idiot. I don't think he actually killed the Pope, but I think he is such a disgusting idiot. I don't care if he didn't kill the Pope or not. We're gonna joke about it. I wish Santa looked more like you. If they did, more people would write to them. Oh my god, 280. 280. Is he trying to hit $300? JD Vance is not denying that he killed the Pope. Oh, Christ. So the Pope's cause of death has been released. He had a stroke, it seems like, which then put him into a coma, which then created a cessation of life event. And to be honest, I think that meeting JD Vance would give any person a fucking stroke. So he killed the Pope. Damn. And Pope Francis was such a nice pope. He really was such a nice pope. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Pope Francis, being such a cool guy, created a circumstance which led to a series of events, which is one of my favorite like true crime stories. It's a Netflix documentary made by this journalist who was completely taken in, hornswoggled, gaslit, and manipulated by this guy who claimed to be like a world-renowned surgeon, but he wasn't. He was just a hack. He was just like a con artist. He was a charlatan. He was a hack. He was performing really, really disgusting, life-ending surgeries on people and then hiding the evidence of it, and then at the same time like pulling in so much money from people because of this lie. And her entire story is that she got pulled into him. She didn't realize that he was a hack, and they were going to get married. And part of the lies that he told her was that they were going to be married by the Pope. And she thought, well, this is like so crazy. This is so impossible. But then she looked it up, and apparently Pope Francis had done a bunch of services where he was marrying people like just like regular people in these like mass marriage services. And so she was like, oh, maybe this is a real thing that actually could happen. And then this woman truly did believe, like literally almost up until the day of the wedding, she was like, the Pope is going to marry me and my surgeon husband. And then he was like, I'm not a, you have to watch this documentary. It's so fucking insane. I really, really love these stories of women who get drawn in by these, like, obviously terrible lying men, because it makes me feel like, okay, cool. I'm not going to be so drawn in. I've already heard her story. I'll know the beats and the pacing of it, and I'll be able to pull myself out of this crazy fucking tango. Whew. Yeah, 15 minutes after the meeting, he did it. Damn, Pope Francis caught JD alone over the couch, and it gave him a heart attack. He gave another 10. What's this documentary called? Bad Surgeon. Bad Surgeon on Netflix. It's such a fucking insane goddamn story. I feel terrible for this woman because she was really drawn in by him. Like, so much love bombing, so many lies, so much lying, so many lies. And her story feels like a little bit more like it's crazy. It really, really is. But it's like I could see myself being in her position. If that were me, I don't feel judgment towards that woman. There's another one called Sweet Bobby. I judge the fuck out of that woman. Sorry. I judge the fuck out of this other woman. It's very similar stories. Both of these stories are women who were catfished. In Bad Surgeon's case, this guy was who he said he was, but he wasn't doing what he said he was doing. Like, he was himself, but he wasn't actually a surgeon. He wasn't allowed to do these surgeries. What he was doing was like completely wrong and fake. In the other catfishing story that's available on Netflix called Sweet Bobby, this woman had a 10-year relationship that only existed online. Like, she put herself deeply into a relationship that only existed with this person online. She had never seen him face to face. They had never hugged. They had never held hands for over 10 years. And then she ended up becoming so obsessed with the idea of being in a relationship with this guy because somebody was tricking her into thinking that she was in a relationship with him. She ended up going to this man's house where he lived with his wife and child and being like, how do you not know me? How do you not know me? And this guy was just like, I don't know you. Somebody is pretending to be me online and you are dating that person. I judge that woman because she talks about how, like, there were so many instances of they were supposed to meet and they were supposed to see face to face, and then at the last minute there'd be cancellations. I'm like, those are red flags. You should have left at those moments where what they're saying and what they're doing is not lining up. Yes, for over 10 years, she thought she was dating this guy, Bobby, online. Yes. To the point where she thought that her and Bobby were going to get married, where she thought this was her fiance. Please look it up while I'm on my break. Do a little bit of reading. You're going to be gobsmacked. did you guys do to make Brooklyn leave? You're in trouble. Oh, you're all in so much trouble. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that to me? Don't make my Brooklyn leave. I love my Brooklyn. Now you guys are gonna have to make up for Brooklyn not being here by being extra cool. So good luck with that. Good luck with it, you guys. Oh yeah, no, I would never expect you guys to be as cool as my friends in real life. Mostly because we're on the internet right now. Like, I have no expectations of you whatsoever. It's truly the least you could do would impress me. Okay, I've got Convicted Melon Liquid Death, and it's phenom. Now I feel like I know each of those words individually, but put together, it's nonsense. Brooklyn is really cool. I love Brooklyn. Brooklyn's always a good time. Convicted Melon Liquid Death. So wait, Liquid Death is the drink, and Convicted Melon, like the phrase convicted felon. I get it. But I don't know what it is. It sounds like a vape flavor or something to my old ears/eyes. Oh yeah, is everything vape flavors now? That's probably happening. No way! Oh my god, that's $300, isn't it? Or is it $290? I've lost track. It's not dirty sounding enough. Convicted Melon isn't dirty enough sounding? I mean, what do we need to add to that? Actually, we're at 310. Oh wait, I missed 300. Oh. No, I missed 300. Well, you have to start over from 0 then. Fuck. Thigh crushed Melon Blast. Yeah, that's what you guys want. That's what you guys need. It happened during your break. I have to take breaks. I can't be on all the time. I guess that means that sometimes you're gonna be on when I have to go off. I also saw the trailer that was released for the Oblivion remake. You guys, I didn't realize that like they announced the Oblivion remake today and it's available for download today. Like later today, you can go play the remaster of Oblivion, which is like when Ritus just said that earlier today in stream, I was like, oh cool, that'll probably come out around Christmas. Play it now, right now. I'll wrap up stream, start playing. Oh, it was leaked this past week. It's because I was just thinking, I was like, wow, they did an amazing job of like not selling it or marketing it beforehand, but like a little early weekend leak is great. We love that. Oh yeah. Oh, I love that. Yes. Am I gonna play it? No. But does it make me happy that I can? Yes. Oh, ouch. Oh, sorry. Digging in an uncomfortable way. It's Mr. Marty Mars. He's here and he gave me $5 to come join the stream. Thank you. It's your first time subscribing. I will sing the song for you. Welcome to the Blanket Fort. I'm very glad you're here. I'll send the air reverberating with a mighty cheer. I'll sing you and I'll sing you out. To you I raise a mighty shout. Yo, yo, my sub is here, so welcome to my stream. Yeah, you love that. Todd Howard finally realized that Skyrim isn't the only game he can release. I mean, Skyrim was phenomenal. Truly. But just like how you can't, like we're not gonna, you can't just get Donald Trump without having Oprah first. We weren't gonna get Skyrim without having Oblivion first. And I think I like Oblivion more than I like Oprah. I think I have one more episode of Behind the Bastards to like get caught up on all of Oprah's bastardy, but Oprah, come on. 320! 320! Yay! That was the remix. Yes, every time I sing the song, I like to try to change it up a little bit. Oblivion is Patrick Stewart. Oblivion has a special place in my heart. Is it because Patrick Stewart has a special place in your heart too? Yeah. I thought she was more responsible for Dr. Phil. She's very responsible for Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz, which are awful. Like, if those were the only two things that she did, she is still awful. But it wasn't just Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz. There's also, like, the Satanic Panic. Do you guys remember when she legitimately began the rumor that we were having rainbow parties as teenagers? This was one of the funniest and most bizarre fucking phenomenons that I've ever had the pleasure of experiencing. There was this rumor when we were in high school that high school aged kids like us were having rainbow parties. And a rainbow party was apparently all the girls would wear different shades of lipstick, and then they would place a lipped dick suck print. I don't understand how. I'm like, first of all, this isn't how oral sex works. This is especially not how teenagers work. And especially not how lipstick shades work. Like, at any given time in history, there's like 2 or 3 shades of lipstick that are really, truly popular. You are not going to get 25 girls, 12 girls with 12 different shades of fucking lipstick. Are you kidding me? Not all at the same party, not sucking all the same dicks. All of this is nonsense. All of it is fucking nonsense. But the rainbow, Oprah was the one who was like, the children are having crazy sex parties. And we weren't. We really weren't. And so, like, as much good as Oprah did for, like, discussions about sexual assault, that was really the tipping point that they were talking about in her popularity, was that Oprah had a woman come on talking about her experience of sexual assault. And then in that episode, Oprah confessed her own experience of sexual assault. And then women in the audience stood up and started spontaneously expressing their own experiences of sexual assault. And this was a huge cultural turning point because Oprah was crazy popular for this. It completely redefined the way that we have these conversations. And then that laid the groundwork too for the Me Too movement that would happen later, and with varying degrees of success, you know? But the difficulty is that Oprah did have so much of this power to draw attention to these types of issues, and then really, like, really inappropriately and irresponsibly wielded it. For example, they give that Oprah did a really, really great thing where she pushed back legally. She was being sued by the beef industry for talking about mad cow disease in an irresponsible way, and she really pushed back. She was like, you know what? You can't control what I'm going to say on my show. You can't control what people are going to say as part of entertainment. So fuck you, beef industry. And that's a good thing. Large multinational corporations with billions of dollars shouldn't be allowed to enforce what entertainers are allowed to say. That's a really bad slippery slope. We should allow entertainers to, like, say things that are entertaining and also not necessarily perfectly in line with what's capitalistically advantageous for these fucking corporations. Fuck these corporations. But the difficulty is that the claims about mad cow disease that she was making were really bad and inappropriate. And so it's like, okay, good for you, Oprah, that you fought back against this corporation. But also they were legitimate in their grievance with you because you're not actually doing any kind of important journalism, hard-hitting against these industries. You're just rumor mongering. That's not good. Is there such thing as a good billionaire? There really isn't. No, there is not. Did Oprah help us get Barack Obama? I haven't gotten to that part of the fucking... Yeah! What are we at? 340? I haven't gotten to Obama, Oprah part of the podcast yet. 340! Oh my God in heaven. This is an outrageous amount of money to be giving. This Australian man has lost his fucking mind. That hard eyes emoji smack dab between your own eyes. Oh, I didn't even see it. I wasn't paying attention. I can't stop myself. I don't think anyone wants you to stop, so. I mean, you might regret this later, but welcome to the human experience, don't we all? I'm excited to listen to more of the Oprah story. Let's find out if she... I don't know. I feel like Barack Obama, I don't know if he needs to give anyone else credit for what he did. He seemed to really do it himself. And also, I don't really know if Oprah would have... I mean, she still is like she has like this $1 billion media corporation. She is very, 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 very popular still. And maybe I'm underestimating how popular she was when Obama was coming up. But I'm like, I don't know if I remember... I mean, of course, her throwing her weight behind him would be very beneficial. I guess we didn't notice that as much from the outside of America. Oh yeah, I did great yoga this morning. Some awesome, great realignment of my hips. But anytime I like do any sort of physical exercise, I'm like, okay, yeah, you've definitely earned that nap because your body must recover. Yeah. Also, money wins elections in the U.S. and she's a huge contributor. Oh yeah, that's true too. Your outfit is beautiful. I love your jewelry as well. Yeah, I'm great. I'm great head to toe, baby. Oh, it's a good yawn. It's a great yawn. I kind of miss... I can't believe I'm saying this in spring. But I miss those, like, snowy days in the winter when you just get to, like... You take a nap and then you wake up and it's fucking dark out. Actually, what's great about taking a nap in the spring is that I can take a nap and I'll wake up and it'll still be light out. What I enjoyed about waking up and it was dark is that it really immediately gave me permission to just do nothing with the rest of my day after the nap. But I know I'm gonna take a nap and I'm gonna wake up and it's still gonna be bright out and I'm gonna be like, okay, you can like do more chores and more errands and you can be more productive with the rest of your day because there's still sunlight and I just want to be done. I don't want to be doing. Naps aren't earned. They're stolen or they're taken. What? No, I earn a good nap. I love a good nap. Yeah. Is that 3:50? Did we do it? It is. It is 3:50. We did it. I love today's hairstyle. It's just my hair. Thank you. Can you walk the dog on those days? Oh, I walk the dog several times every day. I do really love taking the dog for walks. That doesn't feel like a chore. That feels like a treat, actually, yeah. Mostly because it's permission for me to go out in public and really ignore people. Like, just with impunity ignore people. Seize the day and take the nap. Oh, I'm taking the nap. Oh, I'm taking the nap. But you know what the truth is? I'm just gonna let the nap take me. And we're back to the freaking U track. It's a perfect place to end. I'm gonna curl up on my couch. I love a couch nap. Sometimes I have been known to take a bed nap. I have been known to take a bed nap. But those are dangerous, and I feel like those are just when you're sick. Like if you're sick and you need to take like a very serious recovery nap. A little couch nap goes a long way. And it's honestly what I'm on. It's what I'm on board with. Yeah. Little couch nap. And then I'll be, refreshed to be productive for the rest of the day. Today was life-changing. I got carried away and I love it. Yeah, we're not going to make a habit of this. But this is a beautiful inaugural stream for you. Yeah, on another day, we'll let somebody else simp extra hard. But today it was your day. Great. It's gotta be our day someday. I love grabbing my cat like that, right? Ooh, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do to make the fucking nap extra special. I'm gonna go find that cat. I'm gonna find that cat, I'm gonna cuddle her up, I'm gonna take a cat nap with my cat. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, I think I'll be back tomorrow. I think Thursday is therapy day, so I think we'll see you for stream tomorrow. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have lots of fun. We'll talk. We'll go bowling. It'll be amazing, I promise. Who knows what it'll be like tomorrow? We don't need to know. We just get to be excited about it. Oh, yay, go hang out with Johnny. He's having a great day, I'm assuming, because I think he also lives in Ontario still. Did he move? I think he's still in Ontario, having a great time. And the weather is nice today in Ontario, and we're having a great time. Yeah, he's not in, I don't think he's like in Toronto anymore, but is he still in Ontario? It's still beautiful in Ontario. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. I'll see